Hello, everyone. Hello. Thanks to everyone for being here and tuning in. Cheers, everybody. Oh my gosh, so much to talk about. It's crazy what's happening. Before we start, obviously, smash the like button, subscribe, become a YouTube member if you can. Thank you to the 5 members that have already joined. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for being here. We're going to start in about 30 seconds here, just saying hello to people in the chat, letting it fire up here. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. My X and my YouTube as well. Yeah, let me just start this up here. I think I am missing some. Hey, that's my husband. That's my husband. He helped me set up the stream today because he knows more. He knows more than I do here. What's up, Mr. Andrew Heinrich? Andrew Heinrich, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Oh, I'm trying out this new thing where the chat is on the screen. Let me know if you are down with that or not. I like it. I like seeing it there. I think it's awesome. It lets me let me see what you guys are saying without having to like look over to the side, which is really helpful. So, and if you haven't already, like, subscribe on YouTube and on X. Oh, perfect. Okay, see, I was worried that X wasn't going to display the X chats for some reason, but Occam's razor is here. This is a test to see if X chat pops up on your screen. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, Occam's razor. You literally saved the day. You literally saved the day, pal. Thank you. We should be out in the sun. We were. You know what? We were out in the sun earlier. It was very sunny and it was beautiful. We ran some errands. We were outside. It was great. What's up, Stogie? Is that how I say it? Like, is that a cigar reference there? I don't smoke cigars, but is that a cigar reference? Ahoy, ahoy. Hello from Commie, BC. Good grief. Yes. Ugh. David. Yes. It's gross. Hey guys, I'm sorry. 1 second. When husband calls, I gotta pick it up. I'm sorry. Wait, he hung up on me. Dang it. Dang it. Call back, hubby. Oh, so it is a cigar reference. Okay, so you're a cigar connoisseur. Cool. I'm loving this display. I'm loving this display on screen of all your chats. Wish your wife did that. Did what? What do you wish your wife did? I can't even remember what I just said. Hi, husband. Awesome. Thank you. You just called me. What did you mean to say? Did you mean to call me? Did you mean to call me? I was going to pick up. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hello, everyone in the chat. If you're into gothic rock, you should check out some of my music, Cat. Okay. If anyone is into gothic rock, check out at Gothic Blonde. If you're into that, go check it out. My personal favorite style of music is worship. I'm a Christian, but I would definitely give it a look to see what it's all about. Pocket dial. Okay. All right, fine. I feel rejected. I thought you meant to call me. Dang it. Want to pick up the phone the minute I called. Oh, okay. Well, you got, yeah. I want to pick up the minute he calls because I want to know what he's got to say. Because my husband is Google. If you guys don't know, I know I don't talk about it much, but my husband is Google and knows everything. And he literally helped me set up this live stream where it's like pre-scheduled. And that way I could see you guys in the chat prior to and chat with you in the chat before it actually even went live. So that was actually really fun. I love that part. Reposted the stream. Jake C. Thank you so much for reposting. Yeah. If you haven't reposted and you're willing to support, please repost the stream. That would be helpful because, you know, YouTube is not super friendly to us conservatives. So that would be great. And I don't know what's happening with X lately. I feel like in the last 2 days, even if you have an account that you worked really hard on and you put out valuable content, I'm not talking about my own personal account here, even though I also feel like I've done that over the last 7 years, put in a lot of work and effort into it. Accounts like independent conservative media outlets like have gotten no traction. So I don't know what's happening with that. So yeah, please repost the stream if you're willing to support the channel. That would be so awesome. Let's hope you got a moderator. These can get crazy. Well, you know what, Stogie? I think when the community is like small and intimate, like this community is, it's not, we don't have to worry about that quite yet. I think that's like a further down the line issue. I haven't seen any issues with any commenters so far, and the ones that you might think are like problematic, we can just laugh at them and point them out and laugh at them and have a chuckle at their expense. Trump is going to kill us with 100% tariffs. Carney is wild. Yeah, did you guys see that? Did you guys see the 100% tariff threat if Carney makes a deal with China? Thank you, Carney, for killing Canada basically with your, I'm going to stand up to Trump. I'm going to be the resistance in the New World Order, aligning us with China. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Mark C. Mark. Keep up the great work. Cad says John X. Brown, the Canadian alien. Thank you so much. Loving these X and YouTube comments that are coming in. So it tells me that it's actually working. And you guys can see yourselves on screen here. I love this little chat bar on the side. I love this. No Dios says, hi, cat. Hi. Oh my gosh, that cat avatar is hilarious. Oh, X is such a clean stream, much better than YT. Okay. Are you watching on X? Because I don't think I've actually ever watched a stream from X, but I spend most of my time on X posting and like commenting and replying to comments and replying to people who subscribe to me on X. So I don't really have too much time to spend on watching live streams on here. But if you say that's true, I believe you. That's awesome. I'm glad. Welcome. Have to support local talent, says Jake C. Thank you, Jake. Appreciated. And we have a YouTube member here. Made it. I'm a bit late to the show. It looks like that's okay. We're just saying hello. There is no being late. You're here. I'm here. We're chatting. It's going to be a fun stream. I love it. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate. Ryan, Herbert. Did I say that right? Yeah. 6280. Thanks for being a YouTube member. By the way, thank you to every YouTube member that has become one on the last stream. Really appreciate you. You guys are literally the unofficial sponsors of this current stream. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Couldn't do this without you guys. The more people who join as members, the more of you guys can access my member-only YouTube content. And if you subscribe on X, it's the same deal there. And yeah, thank you so much to all of you. That's nice to see you in the chat. Nice to see that you're here. Thank you for supporting. Really, really appreciate it. Occam's razor. This is a plug for the return of the no answer period, or I called it no questions answered period live stream on Rumble, YouTube. I'm not actually streaming to Rumble right now. I don't know. I'm still kind of like iffy on Rumble. Like I think it's like a friends game over there currently. No traction over there. I tried to push it. Maybe I need to push harder and keep at it. But so far it seems X and YouTube are where all the friends are hanging out, us here together, and that's working. So that's cool. Married. So the memes were all for nothing. I'm going to go jump off a bridge now. What? Memes? Oh, do you mean memes? Oh, I see. You mean memes. Okay. Yeah. I love memes, by the way. Please don't stop with the memes because they literally serve all of us, not just my account. So if you're a meme king or a meme queen, please don't stop. There's several accounts that I can think of, including you with the awesome, gosh, you had some stellar work dropping in the comments there, as well as National Roast and Canada Roast, and I think Red Pill Entertainment. Like those were the three big ones that just like make absolute killer memes. But thank you for I think it was the cowboy hats that you provided for Brittany and I there. So that was awesome. It wasn't for nothing. Maybe you think it was for nothing. It wasn't for nothing for me. I loved it. Thank you. It's not Trump, it's the libs. Well, I agree with you there. I agree with you. Someone, who was it? Was it was it Cosmin Georgia from Juno? He said that the libs are the foreign interference party, like the foreign interference industrial complex or whatever, because they're like so in bed with the Democrats in China or whatever. He had such a poignant tweet about it. I want to pull it up, but first I want to get to all these comments. Someone remind me to pull it up later once I get through all of these. Yeah, it's not Trump, it's the libs for sure. Governor Carney. Oh my gosh. Yes. Who saw that? Who saw that post where Trump again calls Carney governor and is like, yeah, we're going to like 100% tariff you if you make a deal with the communist with the communists in China. That was classic Trump. That was hilarious watching people just absolutely melt down over that. You love to see it. TDS on display is pure entertainment at this point. It's like endless comedy. Governor Carney. Yeah, he screwed us so badly. Canada Canada is so screwed with his I'm going to take my ball and go play elsewhere because the popular kid didn't want to play with me. That's literally the vibes that he gives me with his like I'm the resistance siding with China now. Like get out of here, bro. Get out of here. A lot of Gothic Blonde is back. A lot of my lyrics lately has a political spin to it. Love that. Love that. You know, this reminds me of Based Records. They're like a conservative talent record company, like music label that have come out. So check them out. Gothic Blonde. I don't know. Maybe something will happen there. But yeah, thanks for letting us know. Every message, like every medium is so important right now in the conservative space, whether it's music, whether it's live streaming, whether you're just like putting out memes, it all matters. Honestly, it all matters. Hi, Kat. Do you accept paid advertising for your channels? DM me if you're interested. You could be a sponsor. You could be an unofficial sponsor or an official sponsor of the live stream for sure. My DMs on X are open. I read all of them. I see that it comes in. I don't, if you have a question, I'm more than happy to answer. So yes, my DMs are open on X. You could let me know and I'll get back to you for sure. Of course. Of course. Of course. Only from Uncle Vlad. Ha ha ha. That's the joke, isn't it? That's the running joke. The libs are so mad about me being on X saying the things that I believe to be true that the only thing they could come up with is she only says the things that she does is because she's paid. She's a Kremlin agent. They call me Kremlin Cat. It's hilarious. It's freaking hilarious. Oh gosh. A different Ryan, that's not my husband, reposted the stream. Ryan, thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who reposts the stream, sends in chats, becomes a YouTube member, subscribes on YouTube, sends in a super thanks, sends in a super chat, subscribes on X. You guys, thank you so much. You're literally making this live stream possible for me. Appreciate it so much. Honestly. Kat, these globalists are going viral to selling Canada to communist China's only escaping mechanism is to be the 51st state or moving to Alberta, says at a bunch of characters that I don't know how to pronounce. I wish I could, honestly. I know that sentiment exists. I know it's out there. I understand the sentiment, and I don't understand the people who are anti-American in Canada. I don't understand the libs who are like, hey, being best friends with China is a good thing. Carney cozying up to the CCP is like the right thing to do. Screw our longest ever trading partner and literal geographical neighbor. Forget them. Forget our centuries old relationship with them. It's over now because Mark Carney said it's over. So you better just get on board with that. Oh gosh. Hedge Trimmer 741-147-741 reposted the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. To everyone who reposts, thank you. Means the world. YouTube doesn't necessarily favor us conservatives. Occam's Razor reposted the stream. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. Reposted the 3 stream. No, not the 3 stream. The stream. Nailed it. Thank you, Gothic Blonde. Yes. Weren't we here just a year ago with the president calling the PM governor? was so funny watching people melt down about that and how serious they were taking it. There's like literally liberals thinking that they're going to have to defend Canada militarily with our 3 tanks and our 5 jets and our increasing obesity epidemic in the CAF, in the Canadian Armed Forces. Yeah, we're totally going to win against them, right? But I'm the bad one for pointing this out. People are so mad at me for saying this. Good grief. What have we have here? What is this? My goodness. David gifted 5 memberships. So I guess I have to figure out how to distribute those. That's something new for me. David, thank you so much for being an absolute greatest of all time for sharing that with people. And this is new for me, so I'm going to either have to refer to Google, also known as my husband, on how to do this because he's done this before. This is brand new to me, sort of. And it looks like who's pandering to the elbows up crowd? Who is it pandering? Is it Carney? Of course yeah, Carney is pandering. Carney is pandering to the elbows up crowd, or as we like to call them here, the elbozos crowd. All right. So looks like it's up to the person who sent it in for the membership. So David, thank you so much for that. You're honestly the GOAT here, making people feel special. So Gothic Blonde is now a member. Thank you for that. Thanks for the membership. So Silver Feet 1280 received a membership. Awesome. And YouTube distributes them randomly. Okay, so see, I didn't know this. Okay, David, you're like teaching me here. Appreciate that. So it's random distribution of the membership. By the way, if you do become a member on YouTube, there is members only content on there. And it's not like polished content or my, pre-recorded videos where I edit them. It's just more like behind the scenes stuff. Hey guys, look at this funny thing that happened. Check this silly thing out. It's just kind of me being goofy on there. So you're welcome to all those who got one. Okay, so it's random. Now we know. And if you don't want it to be random and you are able to support, consider becoming a member. I think I only said it at like $2 a month or something like that. So you'd literally be powering these live streams if you do become a member, and you get bonus content. So there's that. Jen AMB, by and large, Canadianos pay no attention to anything except Orange Man bad. Except hashtag Orange Man bad. That's all they ever think about. You can tell them by their unquenchable Carneyism, cosplay Mercan wannabes. I mean, it's sad that it's like that, but it is. It's sad that Carney was able to win by just saying boo, boo, Orange Man bad. I know I've said this before. Forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, that's how it feels. Thanks, David. Absolute rock star move. So true. Like, if you're one of those people who is just like generous and just want to, have people like just share what you can with people so that they can have access to the same thing, like truly, generosity is such an underappreciated value. I think today it's honestly so true, so true. So thanks, David. Total rock star. I am an older dog trying to learn new tricks. I'm glad I now know how the memberships work. Well, hey, I'm an older dog too. I'm no spring chicken. Let's face it. Like, I'm in my 40s now, so I'm in the same boat with you. Like, I'm also trying to learn as I go. And the only reason I was able to set up a proper live stream today that's pre-scheduled is thanks to my husband, the Google, who's done this before and who was able to show me some tricks. You have to enable allowing gift memberships in the chat to get them. Congrats to recipients. Okay, cool. I'll have to look into that. Thank you, Occam's Razor. Thanks, David. Really appreciate it. So Brian, E6Z got one. Cool. $149 a month. Cheap like borscht, but equally delicious. Borscht is so good, especially if it's made with beef and not just veggies. Because back in the USSR, you couldn't get your hands on beef. And so the borscht that I ate in the USSR was like veggie based, not beef based. You couldn't get beef. It was a delicacy. Last time I was a YouTube member, my bank account was drained before Xmas. Okay. All right. I think everyone's bank account is drained these days. I think I spend I was literally joking with my husband earlier saying, like, I can't afford my coffee habit anymore. Like, I just can't. My favorite is a certain brand, and the small bag of it in the local grocery store is 14.99 a bag. So I'm just like, can't justify it. Got to switch to tea. Got to switch to water. Who can afford coffee that's like good quality in Carney's Canada? Nobody. Nobody. Well, at least not me. Maybe like the elbows up liberal boomers can, who are just sitting and like getting rich off of their houses or whatever. If the US Army came, I would serve treats and hot chocolate. Laura B thinks they could be coming for us. Do you mean Laura Babcock? I think that's who you mean. My gosh, that lady. If you want to laugh at typical unhinged white liberal woman, go take a look at Laura Babcock's content. So much entertainment over there. My goodness. PS, no, PS, gotcha. Turning 62 next month. And putting out goth music, good for you. That's freaking stellar. That's a rock star move right there. Gothic blonde. Are they buying back the ammo with the gun buyback? I hear our military is out of stock. Our military is honestly in free fall. Like, I don't know where it comes from, where like the liberal Canadians believe that, yeah, because Carney said we're gonna stand up to the US and we're just like gonna just be the dominating world superpower by aligning with China. Just gosh, you guys, what are we talking about here? Honestly. David makes his borscht with beef and beets. Ukrainian grandma's recipe. Well, yeah, it's definitely beets, obviously. That's why it's borscht, it's red, but yeah, beef was a delicacy back then. Couldn't always get it. Please don't insult Canada. It's China. Oh, China, our home and natal land. Oh, that's funny. Hold on. I got to show that again and give a shout out. Tang Hang Ku 7106. Can you guys make your handles a little more easier to read? Like, I'm trying here and I'm sounding like a fool reading them out loud. Thank you. Anne Woodworth, love you, Kat. You're amazing on X2. Well, thank you so much. I try. I do try. And it's not always easy, considering what we're currently dealing with in terms of the government that's currently in power in Canada, but we must press on. We can't not, right? Like, that's what you got to do. You can't just like hang your hands and be like, okay, well, I give up. I'll just accept whatever dear leader says and just trudge along. No, that's not happening. No, that's not happening. Till the very last minute, to the very last breath, we will champion what's right and make fun of the libs as we do it, right? Am I right? I would welcome them with open arms and offer them my spare bedroom, says David. David, the rock star, with handing out the YouTube memberships. Cheers for that. Well, the random handout by YouTube, but yeah. Apparently, Trump can cancel USMCA with a few months' notice if any of the parties sign a trade deal with a non-market economy, which is what China is. I did not know this, because I was like saying, hey, look, he's threatening 100% tariffs. Even though a few days ago he said, oh, well, if Carney can make a deal with China, that's a good thing. He should do that if he can. He said seemingly opposing things there. But I mean, honestly, like, if that's the case, then Carney screwed us doubly again. Oh, surprise, a liberal screwed their own country. What a shocker, right? Apparently Trump, okay, I just read that one. Sorry, moving on to the next one. Yes, David, says Jojo Pags 6667. I worry Carney's sudden rush to get 300,000 reservists. Why? To turn against us? US? Don't know. Bears. Oh my God. Are you an Office fan? Tell me you're an Office fan. I'm going to do my best impression of Jim Halpert doing his best impression of Dwight Schrute. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. I can't do it with a straight face. Rate my impressions. Rate my impressions in the chat, please. Tell me how bad that was. Carney approved ruined economy system, but he cares, or rather, who cares? In his own words, who cares? So boring, so boring. What is the most boring question ever? Did you make a deal with Trump? Are you going to talk with Trump? So boring. Don't ask me questions. Don't bother me with your questions, you silly reporters. If that guy did not want to be harassed with boring questions, why did he become the prime minister of a country where there's a free press whose job is to ask him questions? Hey, Carney, if you don't want to answer questions, go find another job. Go fly off to Davos. Go get a job in China. I don't know. Get out of our hair and stop ruining our country. Jen AMB, Cat, seriously, most 80% plus of Canadians do not understand Canada's revenue sources, our biggest industries, biggest customer, our border, how our elections work. Seats, look it up. How can this change? How can this change? We got to change a lot of minds. We got to do a lot of deprogramming. That's what we got to do. How do we do that? Well, I mean, I do it as best I can by doing what I do, by saying what I think, by saying the uncomfortable thing. I have the luxury to do that. You guys are empowering me to do that. Thank you for all of you who are here. Thank you for everyone who became a YouTube member. Thank you for everyone who sends in a super chat. Like this is how we do it. We empower the voices. We say what we think, and we empower the voices who can bring about change. I don't necessarily classify myself as one of those people, but I know I do have the luxury to say what I think freely without fear of like losing a job or something like that. And the only reason I can do that is because you guys are here supporting and sharing and commenting and just basically being super based for being here. Appreciate all of you. Gearhead, I hope I said that right. Canadians brag about how they're nice. Americans brag about how they're ruthless. This is going to work out great for Canadians. Yeah. Is being nice a virtue though? Like, is that a virtue? Sometimes I think, it's not quite how it works. Jordan Peterson says, if you're nice and harmless, there's no virtue to you because you're not able to affect anything. You're just, if you're not able to achieve anything and you're just nice, you're basically feckless. You're useless. So in order to be considered, I don't know if nice is the word. I can't remember exactly how it was said. But yeah, he was just basically saying like, if there's no power to you, you're useless. You being nonviolent and non-aggressive is completely useless. Did anyone see the RN nurse from Florida going ape on Carolyn Levitt's upcoming birth? My sister sounds like her when she talks about Trump and she says she's conservative. I didn't see that, but that would be interesting to look at. So feel free to send me that in DM so we can take a look at it together. Mark, Carney and Trudeau destroyed this country. The convoy was the turning point for me. The economy is a joke at this point, says hubby. Well, yeah, wait, you don't want to be aligned with China, husband? You don't want to be tied to the CC? You don't want, Chinese spyware cars flooding our streets? You're not good with that? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you there, buddy? Get in line. Kiss the ring of dear leader, or perish. How do we buy Canadian when we don't make anything? Well, I think I know of one thing, just because it's a personal brand favorite of mine. I can't afford it anymore. I was able to, like maybe 15 years ago, was the parkas, the Canadian parkas. They're made in Canada, apparently. At the time, it was like, I don't know, $600 that I bought it for. And now if you want to buy that same jacket to keep you warm, it's like $1,200 minimum. So who can afford to buy Canadian? How do we fix that? I don't know. You're right at Gen AMB. Too many Canadians know nothing. Well, and the thing is, could you blame some of them? Like they work full time, even if they're libs, whatever, we still have compassion for them. Like they work full time. They're watching like 5 minutes of CBC a day. That's their talking points that they're receiving from state propaganda outlet. And so they're all about elbows up and all that. Can you really blame them? I don't know. the other, it's only a problem. It's only a problem for them, or rather, it's like when you present them facts and they're like, well, CBC said Carney had the best speech ever at the World Economic Forum, where unelected global elites are clapping and giving him a standing ovation. Oh, Mark Carney's intention is to tank Canada's economy in order to force companies into China and the US, where his investments are. Love your work, Kat. Thank you, Real Society Unveiled. Really appreciate you being in the chat. Thanks for the words of encouragement. I mean, of course, does anyone believe that this guy is in power to, to better the country and to serve the Canadian people? Like, he freaking, for crying out loud, moved the Brookfield headquarters. Yeah, sweetie, it's okay. Go ahead. Daughter's hungry. It's all good. Moved to the States the aim of that was to increase investment, while he's telling us, feeding us the BS line that Canadian investment is at unprecedented levels and we're going to build at record speeds and all that jazz. Good grief. Good grief. The Lib voters are so low, such low info voters, that they'll just swallow anything that Carney feeds them. RDAB here at Tal Q3R. Gosh, guys, please have better handles for me to pronounce. Or I think you just like torturing me. I think you just like torturing me to pronounce your handles that are just so fancy and complicated. Dinner time. Cheers, guys. Thanks for being here, Jake. Appreciate you in the chat. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for everyone who's here in the chat, sending in your thoughts, your memberships, whoever signs up. Really appreciate you. Enjoy dinner. What's for dinner, by the way? We're going to have steak, I think. Yeah, sweetie, go ahead. It's okay. It's always fun when it gets interrupted. Makes me think like I got to be quick on my feet here. Thank you for the reminder, husband. Smash like, folks. Best way to support small communities, to help them grow. Yes. So if you've just joined the stream, shameless plug, like shameless self-plug here. Hit the like button, leave your thoughts in the comments, send me the chat. If you're able, become a YouTube member to unlock bonus content and all other perks. If you're watching on X, you could do the same. You could subscribe to me on X. I also have bonus content there. And if you're subscribed to me on X, I think in both places it's only like $2 a month. So if you're on X, you get priority interactions and comments and DMs from me. And if your content is stellar, like National Roast, who is subscribed, I think you also get a lot of reposts, which is a nice boost for you. So yeah, cheers to everyone who becomes a member and subscribes on YouTube, on X, etc. The Grime family, the Libs move out of Canada when they resign. That tells you all you need to know. Yes. They say they're like, we're Canada, we're just like not America, and it's this and that. But if that's the case, that tells you all you need to know. The Grime family, agree with you there. You just call him skin. That's funny. That's a good one. I actually haven't heard that one before. I've heard Mark's Carney. I've heard Mark Carnage. I've heard Mark's Carnage, but Skin Mark is a new one to me. That's a good one. Gothic Blonde with the sass. Loving that. Jen AMB is right. The populace is captured by the mind virus. Truth is the antidote. And that's what we're trying to do here as a community. Like, we're just trying to say some facts. Like, hey, he claims that like unemployment is on the decline, but what he means is like a whole bunch of other things that are like the opposite. Teenage unemployment is way up, and it's not Canadian citizens that are being employed. It's like temporary foreign workers or something. Like, this guy needs to be, Carney needs to be fact checked 24/7. 24/7, because like the people who follow him and support him, like, they don't understand that when he says all these nice sounding stats, they're actually not what they are. They're disguised. Typical Lib tactics. David, who handed out memberships today, says, I looked up Stats Canada demographics. There are more under boomer age than our boomers, so we do have more votes. We just have to vote conservatively. Well, in order to do that, we have to spread the conservative message and do what we can. Everyone's doing what they can. I'm doing what I can. You guys are doing what you can, and we're just doing it together. We have to. We have no other option. Otherwise, we're not the CBC here, parroting the liberal talking points. That's not what we are. Barry James Cunningham. Okay, that was an easier handle to pronounce. Says hello, Barry James. And David is saying hello to Barry James. I worked for the RCMP, says Rob, and I'm arguing with an ex-police officer that Trump is not a bad man. Well, TDS is prevalent. We know this. We know that it's that Carney won by saying "boo, orange man bad." So I understand the uphill battle that you're facing there, Rob. I face this battle myself. I face it in the comments daily on X. The comments are so unhinged sometimes. It's hilarious. When they come at me, the most thing that they could say is just attacking looks and sending ad hominems, but we laugh at these people, right? So I appreciate your struggle. I truly do, probably more than you know. Real Society Unveiled says Canadian liberals are now acting the way they used to condemn Americans for back in the 80s and 90s. Arrogant, smug, greedy, and selfish. Truer words have never been spoken. Thank you. Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy thinking like these guys act like narcissists and they are portraying themselves to be like magnanimous, caring about the little people, the little guy, fighting for the little guy. Meanwhile, what's happening? That is not the reality. They're lining their own pockets. They're all cronies. They all care about just, themselves and each other, and they're protecting their bureaucracy. Protecting their bureaucracy. When they say we must defend democracy, what they mean is we must defend our liberal bureaucracy. That's how it feels to me sometimes. John X. Brown, the Canadian alien. That's a long handle to say. The map says Canada is included in North America, left in the comments on X. Okay. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, but if you DM it to me, I can look at it. Hi, husband.
Hello.
Come say hello. Come say hello. You got to come. This is my Google. This is my living Google. This is my husband. He's the one that helped me set up the stream. He's in the chat. Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Good
stream.
Thank
and
you.
David's a rock star.
David is the rock star.
David also gifted your husband a membership. So I got a membership. So we're gonna have to gift you guys. I'm gonna have to gift some memberships.
Okay.
I got one now.
Did you know that? Wait, I was told it was random. Do you know?
It is. It was totally random.
Was
but
it?
I shouldn't be given one for free. So we're gonna have to buy more memberships to give to you guys. Simple as that. That's coming.
That's coming. That's coming. Giving him facts, says Rob. The main horse that this leftism Marxism rode into the institution, well-known feminism. Well, it's a big part. It's a big part of it. Absolutely. The slow march through the institutions obviously is liberalism, feminism, and all that. It's become an all-encompassing thing. Kat, I don't do X, and only a moderator or you can post links to YouTube chats. Okay. All right. That's good to know. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know, David. Drop interprovincial trade. Drop interprovincial trade is a good start. Said Mitch Horner. Okay. Definitely. Well, we need some sort of solution. Look at the Chinese polar route. They have mandated it. Started in 2018. Greenland is the key, says Barry James. Okay. The RN name is Lexi Lawler. It will make your skin crawl. Okay. I'll trust you on that one. I'll trust you there. Carney's deal doesn't even return us to the trade that Canada had with China under Harper. You're getting your talking points from Trump. Okay. Cheers to that. Sure. Whatever you say. Carney is about Brookfield only. Well, his investments that he apparently put in a blind trust, like he knows what they are. He knows what the investments are. And people who look into the stuff and research this, and it's their main job to know about all of this like for a living. They have said themselves, well, how are we supposed to know that he's not going to pass policies that benefit his investments? It's just, does anyone truly believe that he's now completely recused himself and it's all on the up and up, and you can't question his ethics at all? I certainly don't hold that view, because I know these people are slimy. Like, I don't know, but I know, honestly. Okay, we already looked at that one. Sorry. Nope. What are we referring to here? The Grime family. I'll try to keep up with the chats, guys. They're coming in so fast. Thank you to everyone for being here. I'll try to go quicker, okay? It's actually worse than just knowing nothing. They imagine there's some sort of Reddit or virtual Democrat Party member. Also, fake US constitutional scholars, no use for our elections. Well, yeah. Knowledge is power, and they just don't have it. Elliot's Seeley, why oppose Canada developing trade relationships with other countries? If not, we're increasing dependent on the US, and the US can exert over more control of our economy and foreign. Would you rather that be China? First of all, not the same. 80% of I think 80% is what we trade with the US, and not even a fraction of that with China. Would you rather it be China? Like, and would you rather them have their spyware, their secret police stations, their influence in our elections? Like, would you rather it be a communist country that does that, or would you rather it be, our long standing partner, trading partner, neighbor, people whose culture is similar to ours? Like, I don't understand your mindset there, bud. I just don't. Sorry. Where do most of you all live? We're on Vancouver Island. I'd love to know. We are on Vancouver Island. It was very orange here, very deep orange before. Thankfully now in my city, it's blue, but yeah, very deep NDP country. Not that complicated. YouTube adds the number to the names. Don't use them. Okay. All right. That's good to know. What? Why puke? Why the puke emoji? Nova Scotia. The US does 7 times more trade with China than Canada, and Trump is trying to increase it. He dropped tariffs with them. Okay. Bye, and thanks everyone. Thanks for being here. China is our enemy. That's why Canadians oppose it. The People's Front thanks you. China is already doing that, Elliot. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Live chat, but still being a mom. You are the best, Kat. Thank you. I'm trying. Honestly, guys, it's just me. I'm trying to do this whole thing here. I have 2 kids. They're growing and they're here, and I'm trying to juggle a lot here. So thank you for the recognition, Brian. I appreciate that. It's the one woman show over here. We're trying to wake up Canadians. We're trying to spread truth. We're trying to not be swallowed up by China whole here. Hey, live stream, but still the responsibilities of a mom. You're the best, Kat. Thank you. I appreciate it. How can Canadians buy things made in Canada when Canadians can't afford anything in Canada? Thanks, Mark. Carnival. Welcome to the circus, folks. It's about to get way more interesting, isn't it? St. John, New Brunswick, we're not all brain dead on the East Coast. Well, I know this, obviously. There's great people everywhere. I know this. Conman Carney, that's a good one. Oikophobia embodies a cultural or political nihilism that targets the foundational elements of one's own society. That's a lot for my brain to process right now. Having a brain glitch to process that concept right now. But thanks for sending that in. Nobody aware of Canada's trade issues opposes more trade relationships. I oppose pretending that 5% equals 80% because luxury communism. Factual nonsense promoted by the recklessly insane. Yeah. I think Rosie and David are the actual leaders of our country. Do you mean what's her name? Rosie Barton and David Cochrane? Is that what you mean? Like the CBC talking heads? Gen X? Hey, do you remember when Rosie was interviewing Trudeau with her starry eyes, and she's like, "What shampoo do you use? Do you ever get burnt out from being prime minister?" Oh my gosh. We need a non-compromise election. That would be so nice. That would be so great. TDS is Canada's biggest problem. It's a big problem. And it's so short-sighted. Like people have pointed this out. Carney's like, I'm going to be the resistance building, a new world order with China. I'm going to be the anti-Trump resistance. Okay. And then when Trump is gone in 3 years, what have you done? You've aligned a Western country with a communist country. Like, what do you want? An applause for that? It's not going to come from me or any one of us here, honestly. Hi, Orlock. Hey, nice to see you in the chat. Welcome. My first time voting was in 1984 election. Conservative then, conservative now. And FYI, you cannot fix stupid. Well, I don't know. People have woken up. Like maybe you can't fix like the permanent stupid, but you can wake people up. I know this for a fact. So I'm not completely hopeless in that regard. Don't be jealous. Wayne Long is my PM and he hates me. Will not meet with me in person. His assistant told me Canada doesn't have a constitution for real. I had to read it to him. The Grime family. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to reach an MLA or an MP, is it? How are things going? Uploading a few self-improvement stuff for my channel. How are you? Thank you. I'm great. I'm always great because I have faith. My ultimate faith is in God and it's not in government. So I'm always great. I know things could be grim sometimes and there's possible black pill moments, but I keep telling you this, friend. I keep telling you, don't have a sour attitude. Go to church, find God. You'll feel much better. And you won't have a woe is me mindset if you ever do have one. So that's my advice to you. But cheers. Nice to see you in the chat. Hi, husband, says Nelson Cade. Husband's not in the room with me right now, but I'll tell him. Or if he's watching, I'm sure he is. Hi, bro. He's such a cutie pie. Who is a cutie pie? This I need to know. Who are you referring to? Is my husband a cutie pie? I know he's so cute. If you're talking about my husband, yes, he's so cute. Especially when he's wearing his beard. I love his beard. My last chat said PM when I meant MP. Sorry, that's okay. We can correct it. See, you're on stream correcting it. Cheers. Handsome husband begged a hottie or vice versa. Must be equal. Insert eye roll. No eye roll here. No eye roll here. I feel like I bagged one. Kat, last winter Wyatt was saying Marx Carney because he wrote a chapter about Marx in one of his little globalism for kids. Yay, books. Really? Okay, I did not know he wrote one of those books. I have to look into that. Thanks for letting me know. Jen AMB. Thanks for letting me know. Orlock says Trump laid it out recently. He's very likely going to stop China from getting a position in the West. It's too risky for him not to, in my opinion. It's too risky for him not to, in my opinion. We're going to be America. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see. It'll be, if that ever does happen, so many liberal heads will just explode. And I won't complain because we'll have the ultimate free speech under the First Amendment and the defensive use of firearms rights, the Second Amendment. I won't complain if that ever happens by Brookfield now. Carney knows everything he has in his blind trust and makes policies accordingly. Well, that's what everyone says. Everyone who looks into it for like half a minute understands this and understands that it's all very dirty and slimy and corrupt. Yes. At least you can make money like Carney. I'm not making any money right now. Like this, only libs are making out with all the dough that are in power right now. None of us. I'm literally having to cut back on my coffee habit because it's getting so expensive at the grocery store checkout. Nelson Kate is asking, am I going to the plebs party in Calgary? No, I'm not. I'm not going because I honestly can't justify the plane ticket, the hotels, and also I don't have the time. I wish I could be there. I wish it was closer and I could just kind of quickly drive over and come back, but sadly I can't. I can't. It looks like it's going to be an amazing time, and I do feel like I'm having major FOMO about it at times, but unfortunately I won't be there. If it's ever in BC, although I doubt it, but if it's ever in BC, I would. Or if I could plan ahead, I probably would.
They're not watching you, say hi. They're excited.
That's awesome.
Say hi to them.
Apparently, my husband informs me that my kids are watching the stream. So, hi, kids. Hi, son. Hi, daughter. Love you so much. You're watching mommy's show. That's so sweet. Thank you for watching. I feel so supported right now. Thank you. Mark Carney's gig is up and he knows it. His globalist friends exposed him in Davos. Either time for him to step down or do the correct thing for Canada. Like, does anyone believe he's gonna do that though? Come on. Is anyone thinking that he's gonna be like, hey guys, I've made a mistake here. I'm gonna go my own way now, where I don't get pestered with boring questions from reporters trying to hold me accountable. Who cares about that, right? Who cares? Boring. So you're saying you would go to the pleb party if it wasn't short notice? Sorry, I'm not in the loop yet with the people. Well, it wasn't short notice for me, but I still can't make it because unlike some of the rumors that are spread about me online being paid by this government and that government, like I'm not getting paid for anything by anyone except for the awesome people in the chat who are becoming members and sending in super chats. Like I only wish that I received the amount of money that I get accused of receiving, and I would be going to the party. But at this point, like I just can't. My kids are with me; they're in school, and I can't justify spending that kind of money just to attend a party. I can't. I want to, but I can't. Unless some generous donor or sponsor wants to see me fly out there and they want to sponsor me going there, like I just can't justify it at all, like at all. China should never have police stations here. It just doesn't fit well. Well, truer words have never been spoken. And was it again? One of my favorite accounts recently is Cosmin Georgia from Juno, and his posts have just been absolute fire. And he was like saying, "Hey, you think China is going to take Canada over? Wake up! China already has." MPs that are wittingly aiding China. China already has secret police stations in Canada. China is already going to be flooding our streets with their EVs, apparently. They're giving loans to our prime minister in the amount of $250 million. They're running WeChat operations in Carney's favor, whether he knew about it or not, that's irrelevant. China has not all has the potential to take us over. I think Cosmin's words were something like, China has already swallowed us and we're like along its digestive tract. Like, I know that's a bit graphic to say, but go check out his account, Cosmin Georgia for Juno. Awesome account. Like, has just been spitting absolute facts recently. Or maybe just in general, but I've just been paying more attention recently because of the fire tweets. So David says Canada's trade is 80% with USA, 4% with China. How can you think that you can replace the USA with China and tiny Qatar, who funds like terrorism probably? How can you think that? You just have no brains if you think that that's possible. It's not happening. It's just not happening. China will make sure libs elected again. Very possible. Very possible. Oh, I didn't know you're on the island, Orlok. I had no idea. Once again, my advice to you is go to church, brother. Go to church. I know you're resisting it, but go to church. So you're in Vancouver. I used to live in Vancouver. How are you finding it these days? Honestly, like, how bad is it? Because last time I went there and I walked along some streets where I used to go for work regularly, they have turned into just like a third world, like hellscape scenario. The smell, the trash, the unfortunate people who are just it's a nightmare over there. It's a nightmare. Interview me, says tshirtradical.com. Okay, interview you about what? What are you about? Except radical t-shirts. You could sponsor the stream if you want. That would be interesting. If you're interested in that, you could send me a DM on X. My DMs are open. I'm 61 and my first election was 1984 too, says David, replying to Gothic Blonde. Oh, look at you guys talking to each other in the chat. This warms my heart. This warms my heart. The Carney Circus is in town. It's in the country. We can't help it. What can we actually do? Well, whatever you can. I'm doing what I can. You'll do what you can. And that's, you can't do nothing. You got to do, some of us will have bigger roles. Some of us will have smaller roles, but we can't do nothing. That's the thing. Wendy, hi Wendy, says hi Cat and friends, watching from North Burnaby. Cool. Hey, do you follow the New West Times? Like, I know Burnaby is close to New West. They're such an awesome account on X. They covered Dallas Brody, the leader of 1BC, going to UBC campus to try and have conversations. They have some, they caught some wild footage of the UBC student mob there. Marxist Carney, app description, absolutely. Lisa Back says we need a completely new system of governance. Well, yes, there's some accounts that have been pushing this on X as an idea for a long time, saying we need a constitutional republic and not what we currently have. An overhaul would be great. I don't know how we would start that, but at some point, like, can we even last under the current system? Like, what are we going to turn into if liberals have their way for another decade? Like, scary to think about. But yeah, totally. Every circus has a Carney, and the liberals are a circus of? What are they a circus of? Well, this is okay. Let's try to get through this long comment here from Cliff. He says, what a stupid comment. Trump says they need nothing from Canada. Canada negotiates a limited agreement with China, and people are freaking out. Give me a break. US has $500 billion in annual trade with China, including the top of the line NVIDIA chips, which a few weeks ago were not allowed to be sold because of national security. And Canada is importing 49,000 Teslas from China. Is it Teslas though? Is it Teslas? Are you sure it's Teslas? And Canada can now sell soybeans to China, but the US cannot. I don't get your hysteria about all of this. Well, that's okay. You don't have to get hysteria about being aligned with a communist country. That's fine. You don't have to get it at all. You can comment about it. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate it. Rosie O'Barton. Rosie O'Barton. Watching the liberals fold like a cheap suit was awesome. Well, anytime they fumble, it's hilarious to see. No accountability from that, though. David Cockroach. Oh, gosh. You know, I don't want to think about Trudeau. I know he was recently at the WEF and he was seen with his girlfriend, his rock star girlfriend. Like, yeah. He's just so irrelevant now, I guess. How does China control our economy? As you're saying, the USMCA has a clause that allows the US to kill the agreement if we negotiate any trade agreement with any other country. Thank you for your comment, Elliot. Thank you. Something to think about. Can we get an F, the NWO in the chat? Yeah, it's definitely no to the NWO. Although it is coming. If you are a Christian, you know what I mean. Greetings from Admiral Windsor, George Cross, SMU, INSCOM. Greetings. Greetings to you. That's a lot of acronyms. Not sure what they stand for. Thank you for your comment. Your husband, obviously. Rachel Gilmore can only dream about begging. Guys, don't like, you know what? She has a boyfriend. If they're happy, let them be happy. It's okay. It's okay. There was that funny moment where she's like responding to my parody of her. She's like, for her sake, I hope she gets picked. Well, yes, I did. I got picked. I got picked. See this? This is me getting picked. And it took no effort. I was myself and I was picked. Thank you, Rachel, for your tip. Let me know when you get married. Oh, Karl Marx Carney for sure. Rather be American than Chinese. Well, if it comes down to it, like if those were the only options, obviously, Nelson Cade, obviously, I rather freedom, free speech, and gun rights than social credit system and slave labor and persecution of religious minorities, which is what China does. Trump is trying to free Canadians with his latest demands for USMCA. I'm not complaining if someone is trying to free Canada from the liberal tyranny. I'm not complaining. Kat Wyatt was referring to Carney's values book. Carney wrote a chapter about Marx. Not a shock, not a surprise there. I'm not making this up. He literally wrote a primer to get his reader all excited about Karl Marx. Karl Marx. Yeah. Who is anyone surprised that liberals disguised as liberals are communists at heart? Like, didn't this start with like Trudeau's dad? Wasn't he like vacationing for his honeymoon? I think it was him in the communist Soviet Union, a country that he admires. Carney is only for Brookfield. It's disgusting. My husband's in the room and he has some words. He's trying to whisper, but I'm going to get him to say it loud. What's up? I am. I am.
Talking on behalf of myself.
He's saying that I'm reading your comments too slowly. He's saying that that's what I'm doing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up. You know what? I think I just need like a 30-second pause to catch my breath and to just take a sip of liquid. I've been doing this for an hour without a sip of water or anything. So pardon me while I do this, okay? This is just like a 30-second break while I communicate with husband, because husband is Google and you got to do what husband says.
No, the kids are having fun.
Okay, good. I'm glad they're having fun.
Actually, yeah, need to say anything. It's coming down.
No, I know.
We're all watching the stream upstairs. Titan,
I feel so special.
Yeah, he's pretty psyched about it. That's what happens when you're having fun, by the way. She doesn't have a single drink for 30 minutes straight. There's a lot of great comments.
Excuse me.
I know.
Sorry, an hour.
Yeah.
An hour.
That's amazing. And there's a lot of cool comments in here. There's some people who are bang on in this chat.
Any chance you could take over for like 60 seconds while I go say hi to the kids and just have a quick
go
sip?
say hi then.
Just like 60 seconds.
Okay.
Guys, you're in good hands.
And I followed through. I followed David's lead. So we gave them 5 more memberships. So,
rock stars.
Yeah, big time. Okay, don't leave the stream though, because I was gonna say mom. Don't leave the stream. Okay. She'll be back in like 10 seconds. If anyone recognizes me from my old YouTube days, I was high rye back in the day during COVID. That was wild times. That was the time that shut me right down from this country. I can tell you that. I'm going to save the comments for her to read, especially this rock star who donated $14 to her efforts, which is absolutely incredible. By the way, guys, she works so hard. It's insane. She's working hard day and night on this stuff to a point where I'm like, okay, tone it down. Let's relax. It's the weekend. Chill out. And she, gives it her all. She is not sponsored, despite the fact that I'm going to try and help her get there. I used to be rock star with my sponsorships on my YouTube channel. I'm going to help her get there. But right now, she's not. She's doing this all for you guys for literally stuff like this. So thanks for that. That really helps. That helps justify her efforts. I know. Yes, thank you so much. Healthy, happy, and sober. The trifecta. Mom left. We can do anything we want. Yeah, I know. So I just don't want to lose friggin' viewers for her. So I'm just trying to hold down the fort with you rock stars. I actually agreed with this comment. That's partly why I came up here to whisper. But you know what? Who the heck am I to tell her what to do, right? She was going to talk about what she's going to talk about. I enjoyed the actual topic, though, of Trump wiping the floor with the Canadian soul, because it's disgusting, right? We're sitting here, we're debating grocery bills at this point. Gas is $1.50 something a liter here on the island. It's pretty disgusting. No, I don't do that anymore. Okay, she's back.
As soon as I leave, people are like supporting more.
No, well, yeah, a little bit. Right. Thanks for the membership. That's okay. Actually, thank David. I'm going to get out. David's the rock star who started this thing. And I accidentally got gifted a membership. Okay. So what the heck? So we have to give 5 free to you guys. And I was just mentioning this comment here, babe. It's guys like this who keep it going. like $14 for the community and to the channel. Like, this is what keeps it going. So congratulations. You're also a rock star. Thank you so much. Someone was mentioning just getting us back on top. You do you. I mean, you're having fun. But these guys are rock stars. I'm done.
Okay. Thanks for taking over. Well, I could catch a breath. Appreciate it. And thanks, Jen Amby, for basically being like the unofficial sponsor of this live stream. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Succeed, not succeed, though. It might end up they do both. Who knows? Who knows? Even if Carney wins today, he will inherit nothing but ashes of what he claimed to love. Well, you know, he is destroying the country. I can't disagree with that. Can't disagree with that. Mom left. We can do anything with. Come on, bro. I know. I love that, honestly. That's so funny. Yeah, Mom was gone. Have at it. Go wild. Say stuff in the chat that you wouldn't otherwise. Come on. That was so funny. Brian, that was so funny. I'm old enough to have lived through LPC, PET, NEP, Attack on Alberta. Okay. LPC, what is that? Liberal Party of Canada? PET, Pierre Elliott Trudeau. What's NEP? Like, I'm having a brain glitch here. Maybe I wasn't on board at the time. What's NEP? Canada needs more people like your wife, but thank you. Hey, you mean me? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Like, the best I know how. Like, I didn't set out to become like doing all this stuff on social media. I kind of just got trapped in here during the lockdowns because I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna completely shut us down and implement like show me your papers kind of regime in Canada, like alarm, warning, not good, and kind of it ended up basically being a full-time thing that I do currently. So that's how I ended up here, if anyone's wondering. Friends of Bill say hi. Hi, Bill, and hi, friends of Bill, and hi, everyone. Thanks for the membership. Jen AMB thanking my husband for the membership. Okay, cool. I was brain farting with my spelling. Okay. I've had quite a few brain farts on here. Sorry about that, guys. Look at this. There's another super chat in the comments. And we have, we already showed that one. Thank you, Jen AMB. We've got David FL507, awesome, at Jen AMB, and I'll raise you a penny. Sadly, YouTube will take 30% of our generosity. Keep going, Kat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys. This is what powers these streams. Rock stars like you. You know, obviously, I'm just a girl on X saying what I think, and I've been giving that opportunity and privilege, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this way more often. I'm trying to gather all of us that are like-minded and freedom-oriented and anti-communism people. So that's what we're trying to do here. That's the goal. Wake up people, connect with like-minded individuals, spread freedom, spread truth, encourage each other, encourage one another, connect in the chat. Just, yeah, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, because it's tough to feel like you're the only person who to feel like you're the only person who thinks the way that you do. I remember a time when it was the lockdowns, and I was trying to think to myself, how can I signal to the outside world that I'm completely against all this nonsense? Aside from the fact that I absolutely refused to mask up wherever I went defiantly, even if that meant being pushed out of some stores physically by some 6'2" guy who is like scared of the sniffles. Yes, that happened. Yes, I had to call the authorities. I had to call the police saying this guy assaulted me. And yes, the police was like, yeah, well, you touched him first, so it's not like assault, which obviously did not happen. I didn't lay my hands on this guy, but because I think they so did not want to deal with it, they just claimed that I apparently laid my hands on him first. I would never, ever in my life try to do that. And that's what ended up happening. So yeah, it is what it is. We do what we can. we connect with like-minded individuals, we build a community, we support each other in the chats, in the comments, on X, on YouTube. Thank you to everyone who's doing that. Thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you to everyone who became a member. Thank you to David. Thank you to all of you guys. Thank you to Jen AMB for just being absolute rock stars there with all of that. You guys rock. Okay, I'll try to catch up with the rest of these guys, with the rest of the comments here. Okay. Here, I think this one was it. Why do you believe that a trade agreement with China will turn us communist? That is like the definition of red fever. No, China is known for using nefarious tactics, and basically what people are accusing US of doing on the left side is basically what China is currently doing. So I don't even want to hear this. Like this is just such a non-starter for me. My husband says he agrees with Barry. Many more like her are needed. You guys are making me feel way too special over here. Like careful there with the praise. I might get a bloated ego head over here. How about someone says a mean comment instead? Just bring me down a peg. Don't let me get full of myself, okay? Like we're trying to stay humble here. Look up Polar Silk Road 2018. Okay. Don't know what that means. There's zero way Trump will deliver a 51st state that will make it impossible for there ever to be another Republican POTUS elected. Trump's own base would destroy him. Get a grip, Canadians. Get a grip, people. Like, stop being so just emotionally driven. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. National Energy Program. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Gothic Blonde. Good hunting troopers. Okay. E-transfer is the best way to support Canadian content creators. Probably not. Become a YouTube member, subscribe on X, send a super chat. E-transfers, they're not super friendly. RLTW all the way. Okay. Thank you for that acronym. What if Trump follows through with 100% tariffs in Canada? Goodbye, Canada. I don't think he's gonna. Does anyone believe that's gonna happen? Come on. I knew it was a spelling mistake, but I thought it was beautifully ironic. Okay. Every innovation Canada championed will eventually be a stamped People's Republic of China. I don't want to be a vassal province of China. I don't want that to happen. If my options are 51st or 24th province of China, I'm choosing 51st.
Okay, hold on. I just have to do this. I'm sorry to interrupt
go
the
for
stream.
it.
This is her stream.
Okay.
I got to do this. So before, okay, I know there's more comments, but babe, because you were going one by one, just give this guy a thing. This guy's a rock. Like,
I just saw it though.
I know what these
just,
guys are doing.
I know.
Incredible.
It
like,
just
that's
came
amazing.
in. I know. Okay.
I just want to say, Brian, rockstar.
Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. That is a perfect red boy right there. I appreciate it. I'm still getting a whole hang of this. Like, this is still new to me. This is my second live stream where people are sending in memberships and super chats. So forgive me if I'm not as quick on the ball. I will get better at it. I promise. It's, it's a girl thing. I'm still trying to learn. My husband is so much better at this. Like, he's been doing this forever. Like, he's had his channel going for, was it 2 or 3 years, babe? Three. He's been doing it for 3 years. So he knew all the ins and outs. So Brian, thank you so much for the support. I think now I can say that you are the official sponsor of this live stream. Thanks for working so hard. You deserve this. I really appreciate the support. Thank you for sending that in. Thank you for, I don't even know, like, what am I doing here? Like, I'm just saying what I think. Like, if you guys are appreciating that, thank you so much. I hope it encourages people. The best part of all of this is when I get messages from followers or subscribers who say, well, Kat, like, I really appreciate what you're doing. You encouraged me to get involved. You gave me, some confidence to say things that I think that are true, because before maybe I wouldn't have shared them as easily before. That part literally makes my day. If what I do and if what I say encourages people to feel more brave in sharing their beliefs with others and criticizing the things that desperately need to be criticized and desperately need attention to be drawn to so that they can be addressed, then literally this makes it worth it for me. to put it frankly, like I escaped communism. My parents brought me here to a free country. I felt like we won the lottery by escaping that hellhole where like you literally had to stand in line for basic food items, and then you come here and everything's freely available, and all of a sudden I'm seeing alarm bells and warning signs that we're headed down the same path. Obviously, I have to speak out about it because I have children, and my biggest fear is that they will end up in the same spot that I fled from, that my parents gave up everything to flee from. That is my biggest fear. That is why I do what I do. That is why I say what I say. And thank you to everyone who supports. Thank you to everyone who sends in chats, super chats, memberships, and everything. Like this is what it's all about. Like we gotta stick together. We gotta say what we think without fear, without shame, and empower others to do so. Like, am I right? Am I right or am I right? Like, I feel like I'm right on that. You have to say the thing. You have to do the thing. Honestly, Brian, thank you again for your generous super chat. Really appreciate you. Sorry I went on a bit of a tangent there. This is just thank you. That's all I can say. Stumbling over my words now because the gratitude has overcome. I'm overcome with gratitude for your support, guys. Truly. Elbows up, legs up, bond home, inflation up, crime rate up, immigration up. I don't mean to be laughing while saying this. It's just, you can't help but laugh. Otherwise, you cry and scream and shout into your pillow and feel black-pilled. Don't want to feel black-pilled. Definitely don't. Debt up, tariffs up, housing costs up, not just up, doubled. Things are really looking up. Mark Carnage really going full savage mode on Canada. He's destroying us, guys. He's destroying us. We all need to become way more organized and informed. Well, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. My hubby, to Brian, you're a support man. Stuff like this means a lot, brother. Cheers. Absolutely. Thank you, Brian. You're a rock star. I need to create some sort of like graphic or sound effect. You know what? I think there actually is a sound effect. I'm going to play it. I'm playing it. I'm going into the creator portion of the back end here, and I am going to play the applause for Brian. Brian, again. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who supports. Truly. Thanks, guys. Okay, back to the comments. Let me just try and catch up here. You guys, you're sending them in so fast. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Carney keeps out the theirs, but it traps Canada with Chinese spies. Okay. Shocked face emoji. China. Way to go, Brian. Thank you, David, for recognizing Brian. Brian, you're a rock star. Not theirs. Thieves. Okay. Okay, I'm going faster now. I'm gonna go faster. Okay. Welcome. You guys are great. Thank you, Brian. You're great. No, you're great. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yep, I must ignore my eyes like a good liberal. Don't believe your eyes. Believe our lies. That's their motto. Oh my gosh, do you people realize how many Chinese companies deal and operate in the US, including the US MJ? Okay, well, no, I don't. Prove it. Send it in. Make your case. You can't just like say stuff and for us to believe it. Make your case. Canadians need to explain to each other that our elections are based on winning a seat for a candidate, not on electing a prime minister. This is ridiculous. Conflation with how US politics works. Say it. Seat. Seat. Say it, chat. Seat. Hello, cat. Hi, energy freak. Okay, that's a fun name to say. Energy freak. Trump is the medicine that all of us in the West have needed for quite a while. He certainly woke up a lot of people and really upset a lot of liberals, which is really fun to witness. I got to say that. Canada flags all the way. Yes. Yes, absolutely. We don't hate being Canadian. We love being Canadian. We just hate what our government's doing. Get it right, people. Get it through your heads. Can you just please have nuance and differentiate? Now 6 countries have now declared. Now 6 countries have declared they're selling off their U.S. treasuries because of Trump's incompetence. Okay, whatever you say, bro. Cheers. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for the engagement. It makes me pretty uncomfortable knowing we're essentially going to be funding both sides of the war in Ukraine through direct methods. Each step closer to China and BRICS is a step towards Russia. Well, it's hard to argue with that. We're aligning with China. China is besties with Russia. And what are we doing here? What are we doing here? That's too much nuance for the lib voter, though. Your truth is encouraging for others to speak out. All the streamers who speak out, this is not the Canada we work for. Well, Carney is not what I voted for, obviously. I fled communism. How can I be supporting a deal with communism? I can't. Cat, gloves off. I have thousands of live streaming hours, including remote production, and about 50 years in broadcast. Wow. I want Canadians to crush CBC. Direct message me and ask me anything. Modestly, I have skills. I believe you. Thank you so much for that offer, Jen AMB. Appreciate that. I will definitely contact you. Send me a message on X if you are, so that I can have you at the top of my direct messages, so we can chat about it. Appreciate your offer there. Back in the 80s, a girl in X was a fun time. Okay. I'm not sure what that means. Yep, you're right. Hey, I like your post on X, says Richie Wyatt. Thank you. I work a lot. I put in a lot of effort over there. Like, I know there's a lot of haters who are just like there to trash me for my looks and for my opinions, but I put in a lot of effort. I do. I honestly do. Like, I look at news, I clip news clips, I mean, what everyone's saying. I spend a lot of my time on there. Yes, you're right on that, says Matt MBLA, BLA. My favorite Cat Canada moment was when you sat beside Freeland on the plane and she had no clue who you were. That was so funny. Okay, I'm going to spend like 30 seconds on this. She had no clue who I was. And she asked me what I'm doing, like flying into Ottawa or wherever the heck I was flying into. Yeah, it was Ottawa. And she's like, "Oh, what are you here for?" And I'm like, "Oh, a convention, just a news convention or something like that." And she had no idea. And she's like, "Oh, well, we're always looking for influencers to kind of spread the message. If you're interested, send me your number, send me your Twitter handle." After I was like, "Hey, Christia, say hello to all my followers on X." It was epic. Seriously, you do believe that, says Peter T to Cliff. Okay. Clap from Barry James. Thank you. You missed my message. Did I? I didn't miss this one. Sorry if I missed the previous one. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as fast as I can. I promise. My mouth doesn't move at the speeds that I wanted to. I'm sorry. The USMCA demands we're to hit the dairy and communications cartel to open the market to make it cheaper for us. Also hitting the censorship on socials. Okay. Ontario is going to be hurting if they lose what's left of the auto sector. They're going to lose all of it. My dear husband says, "I love being a 2014 Canadian. 2015 Canadian is a bad feeling." It is a bad feeling. It is. Would you ever run as an MP? I don't know. It's a lot of restrictions come with that. They kind of have to toe the line, and I'm not really good at that. I have no filter in my mouth, so like, I don't think, I'm not sure. Never say never, but I'm leaning towards no. I'm leaning more towards just like being free to say what I think. Thanks, Barry James Cunningham, says Jen AMB. You missed that from me. Cat hearts. And hello, you wonderful human being, by the way. Thank you, Matt BLA. Thank you. Honestly, you guys are making me feel so special in the chat here. Thank you. The ultimate betrayal is not that China is in Canada's house, but that China will eventually turn Canada, a place of rest, into a theater of constant surveillance. Who wants that? Who is championing this except the libs? Who? Like, why aren't Canadians more thirsty for freedom? Okay, I'm going to try to move quickly here. Matt, BLA, double heart. Thank you. Brian, YouTube member. It's not me, it's you, Kat, and what your family went through. A great grandson doesn't forget. Unfortunately, my daughter is, and so many that can be easily manipulated on a different history. Yeah, I blame the universities for this. You guys see? Do you guys see what happened at UBC? Dallas Brody, they went there and they wanted to have a conversation about the mass graves narrative. And what did they get met with? A hostile mob that was literally freaking out about them being there and threatening violence if they were to return. Like, that's just wild. Like, are you kidding me? I think I actually did it. I think I caught up with the chat. Yeah. Unless something went wrong here, I think I caught up with all of you guys, unless there's like a glitch happening. So Peter T. Canada Cat, when Chrystia was leaving, budget deficit was like 66 billion. Do you think Ukraine can afford her skills? She claims she's volunteering. Do you guys believe her? She claims that it's a volunteer position. Has anyone ever known a lib who does something for free? Like, she announces it in December, and then like they send 2.5 billion over there, and she claims that there was no conflict or anything like that. Does anyone believe this, honestly? So whether there was a glitch or not, I don't know, but like the chat seems like you guys are back, so that's cool. You can say, Matt, if this is easier for you. Okay, I will. I was just making sure that your whole handle is displayed so that people can know like who to follow if you are active on there. But if Matt is easier, it's definitely easier for me. So I appreciate that, Matt. Cheers. Anyone notice Carney is shorter than Xi Jinping? I laughed my A off when they shook hands. He's small in every way except for his big bank account. You're welcome in advance, Carney. You guys want to do the Carney with me? Like the Carney hunchback? The Mr. Burns hunchback? I did catch up. Hey, look, all thanks to hubby, because he took over for 60 seconds and I was able to go catch a breath and have a few sips. Have a few sips so that I can stay hydrated. Sageka says, you did great, Kat. You're incredible. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Also, free Iran. Yes, freedom. Spread it wherever it's possible. Spread freedom. Stand with the people fighting for freedom in Iran. Absolutely. Does any politician do any? I've never seen one do anything for free, except Trump is the exception. Did he not sign away his presidential salary? Did he not do this? Yes. Husband? Yes. He gave it away.
But he's not the first. There's been several presidents.
Okay, this is Google telling who?
I don't know, actually.
But you don't know.
No.
But you know it's true.
Okay, thought experiment for the audience right now. Okay, thought experiment. Were the presidents who gave up their wage?
You're dreamy.
Republican, thank you, Republican or Democrat? Over, under. I'm going to say majority Republican gave up their wage. Let's say there's 5 of them who gave up their whole wage. I'm going to say majority Republican. What's your guess?
Majority Republican.
Okay. What's your guess in the chat? Please.
That's my guess.
Well, and mine too. So let's see, though. We might be totally wrong. I hope someone in the chat looks this up. Which presidents gave up their wage? Were they Republican or Democrat? I know the Democrats were pro-slavery, so I highly doubt they're going to give up their wage. But let's just see. Someone in the chat's going to check it out for us. I'm really curious.
I'm still not techie enough to be like looking it up.
I know. Look, I'm going to show you. We need the second screen. We're going to get the second. All these super chats, by the way, are going toward a second screen, so my wife can do this like a pro, and I can set her up with something wild.
Sorry that I'm such a noob.
No, you're awesome. Hold on. Someone got us the answer. Occam's razor comes in clutch. Herbert Hoover, John F. Kennedy, Donald Trump, and George Washington. Okay. What was George Washington? I feel stupid for not knowing that. I mean, he was the first. Are you anything at that point? I think he's a patriot, so more like Donald Trump than he is the others. Kennedy's obviously a Democrat.
Barry says Democrat.
Oh, no. Herbert Hoover. Okay. Well, is George Washington a Democrat, though? It seems like one independent, one Republican, and I guess Herbert Hoover, he's saying
3 Dems, 3, 1 Dem, 2 Republicans. 3, 1 Democrat, 2 Republicans. It's got to be Republicans.
Then that's it.
It's got to be.
Obviously.
We
don't need taxpayer money to make money. We make our own. And we do it proudly.
We don't. Sorry, that's okay. That's okay. You can go outside. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your energy.
I'm curious about the question.
You know how I know it's the Republicans?
Well, we're smarter, better, and more generous. No. That's the only thing we need to know.
Well, exactly. But there's been studies done. It's not about like Democrats or Republicans. It's about like actually what it comes down to it is Christians and non-Christians.
That makes sense.
And it's Christians who are way more likely to give to causes, like supporting causes, like benevolent causes, etc.
Conservative thinkers tend to succeed on a higher rate, meaning they don't need the taxpayer subsidize their life.
Exactly.
Done.
Exactly. Dun 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 dun. Okay, let's try to catch up again. I caught up and then you guys all showed up with the chats. Dang it. Okay. Okay, so we ended up here. This is where we last left off. One Democrat, two Republicans. Hoover was Republican. Thank you, Occam's Razor, for the information. Libs are double down like gambling problem. Yes, Hoover was GOP. Okay. Do you guys know what GOP stands for? I felt like such an idiot when I didn't know, and it stands for Grand Old Party. Like that's my only Google moment, random facts moment for the day. Washington, there was no party yet, says Occam's Razor. Okay, good to know. Hoover, JFK, and Trump. Washington was an independent, babe.
Well, of course he was.
Of
He was the
course
first.
He was the first.
He was American.
But to be fair, UFV at least took the blunt 215 lies off their website, so that's a plus. 5 years late, but I'll take it. They sent their acting head librarian to announce it. Okay. Oh gosh. Well, I guess yeah, better late than never. I will have to look it up. I'm Australian, so I know nada. Well, we can't know everything about everything. Don't feel bad about I didn't know. Like I feel like I should have known, but I didn't know. My husband, the Google, didn't know. I call him Google because he's like, "Did you know that this random fact and everything that you like and I know so much more about it than you do?" Makes me feel inadequate sometimes. Washington was nonpartisan. Was he? GOP and Democrats didn't exist yet. Washington viewed political parties as a danger to national unity, although he remained nonpartisan. Occam's Razor, thank you. Christians against those who have no guilt. Dems fought against freeing the slaves and started the Democrat Party is older. Okay. Yes, exactly. Grand old party. Support cat. Thank you, Capitalist Spy. I appreciate everyone who supported. So everyone who became a member, or rather everyone, David, who handed out memberships today randomly. Well, YouTube did the handouts randomly, but David sent out memberships. Thank you. And obviously to I'm going to call Brian the official sponsor of the live stream here with the super chat. Thank you, Brian, who says, "Thanks for working so hard. You deserve this. Really appreciate you." You had to ask Alexa about it. Oh, how are we going to make do without AI? And when they program AI to like get us to be programmed with certain talking points, I'm scared. Grand old party, really? Well, I know now. Yeah, I just wanted to know. Like, I didn't want to sound dumb, so I looked it up a long time ago, and thankfully the fact stuck with me. Government officials should not get annual raises and bonuses. Next, they'll call it profit sharing to gaslight the libs into thinking we're profitable. They do see us as cash cows, don't they? They love it. I caught up again, guys. I caught up again. How long have I been going? An hour and a half. I probably have another half an hour in me. If people will allow me to, once again, husband can't take over right now. He's busy. But if people will allow me to just have a small sip to hydrate and to slow down for 1 second and thank every YouTube member who is the unofficial sponsor. And thank you to Brian, who we're calling the official sponsor of the live stream today. And if you want to be an official sponsor, this is going to be a shameless self-plug over here. If you've recently joined, support the channel by subscribing, liking, reposting the stream, sharing your thoughts in the chat, etc. If you want to see these live streams more often, if you want to see me put out more content more often, consider becoming a YouTube member to support the channel and support my work, support my voice. If that is meaningful to you, you could do that by becoming a YouTube member. You could also do that by subscribing to me on X. I think I set it at like $2 a month over there. So it's really accessible. You do get bonus content in both places. You get bonus perks if you become a member on YouTube, and you get bonus perks if you subscribe on X. Priority interactions and comments and DMs from me. And if you post super funny, valuable memes or interesting, informative content on X, you'll get a lot of reposts from me if you subscribe. And on YouTube, you'll get bonus content, and you'll obviously have the membership display when you're in the chat. I'll be able to identify those who are members. And yeah, thank you to everyone who does so, who sends in a super chat, a super thanks, becomes a member. Really appreciate you guys. You are basically the engine behind this live stream. You guys are making this possible for me. You guys are making it possible for people to connect like-minded in this community here. That's what we're doing. We're for freedom, we're for truth, we're against all this communism nonsense, and we're here to support one another and to do the thing that we all want to do, which is um, make our country better. Holy smokes, we have another one who's trying to one up. We have David Fiumi 8135 with a major super chat support here that says Second Chronicles 7:14. Oh my gosh, I'm about to have my favorite super chat read on air here because I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, so when God's word gets spread, that's what it is all about at the end. It's not, our hope is not in the political leaders, it's not in kings, it's not in rulers or people who pretend to be our rulers, it's in God Almighty. So Second Chronicles 7:14. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. This right here, this is more important than any political talking point or any talking point that I've mentioned so far, is that number one, we acknowledge our creator and we acknowledge the fact that we need him more than anything, more than Carney, more than any political leader out there. They're not our savior. Our savior is God Almighty. And what's most important right now is that everyone acknowledge that fact, number one, humble ourselves and seek him first, then we will have a better country. It's as simple as that. God exists. That's a fact. You can deny that. That doesn't matter to me. I know it's true. And his word is permanent, truthful, and eternal. He doesn't lie. So this is a fact right here. If people acknowledge him, if people worship him rightfully as the one and only entity worthy of worship, not a politician, not a king, not a ruler, not a leader, humble ourselves and follow his word, follow his commands, then we will have peace in the land and prosperity, etc. Like not the prosperity gospel type of stuff, but genuine peace in the land and just thriving as a country. That's just a fact. David, thank you so much for bringing our attention to that. Like that is literally the only thing that matters. So I love it when believers, I just love this so much. Like the ultimate truth is this. Like I know we talk about freedoms and truths that are sort of in the political sphere, but the ultimate eternal truth is this. God exists and we need to know him, and we need to offer him the worship that is due only to him and be blessed by that fact. And the more of us do that, the more we will have a country that we actually want to live in. And as much as it sucks to admit this, he also calls us to pray for our leaders, even if they're liberals, because you never know who can come to Christ, who can come to the truth, who can come to that ultimate divine knowledge. And if that does happen, obviously everyone in the land will be blessed. So yeah, David, thank you so much for your comment. Thank you so much for that. Honestly, like I feel like sometimes I should put way more focus on that than the political stuff. But again, it's all very intertwined, isn't it? Ultimately, the politics basically comes down to basically a religion, and the only one that matters is that of the truth of God. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate you drawing attention to that. The way we used to be, a Christian land. Yes, that's I know it's been diluted, and I know people have kind of fallen away from that, which is to our own detriment. Like if you're honest about it, and if you can take a half a second look at it, you can see that that's the case. And the more people realize that, the better. I hope there's a revival. I hope there's a revival happening. My husband with his comment. Oh, he's so sweet. This is where my wife and I may disagree a bit, but I hope America takes us the easy or hard way. Our elections mean nothing to me anymore. Well, I don't even know where I land on that, honestly. Like, does Canada have a chance? Do we have a chance? Like, he thinks there's no chance for us to be a country anymore, given the current status of things. Like, I don't know. I know there's people hoping for that takeover. I don't know where I land on that, honestly. Um, I love the country that we're in, but am I going to complain if I can have gun rights?
Do you love the country or do you love the place?
Well, the land is beautiful. The people are awesome.
Would you feel better with an American flag over a house or a Canadian flag? Same house, same land, Vancouver Island.
I don't know.
But imagine if gas was 75% off and coffee was something.
The gas. Guys, the gas. 19 cents. Is that what you said? Was it?
It was something stupid. It was like
where was this?
I don't know, southern states.
19 cents a
No, it
liter?
was something like that.
Something like that
Yeah.
in the southern states.
Compared to
What's our gas now here on the island?
$1.52 today.
$1.52.
A liter.
Okay. I'm rendered speechless here. You mean like $80 tank of gas versus like a $20 tank of gas?
It's stupid.
Okay, I'm gonna need to think. Yeah, gotta catch my breath on that one.
Basically $6 a gallon. In viewers.
Hey, Jen AMB says to you, I can't imagine a scenario where Trump says, "Hey, USA, here's the bill for acquiring Canada, and they'll always prevent any future Republican POTS. Thank you for your attention to this matter."
I don't care. I'm desperate. I want him.
He wants out, guys. He wants out. He definitely wants out. Barry James says, I want to be Canadian, but I'm hungry.
Yeah, we are too.
I was saying, like, I have to watch my coffee habit. Was I not saying this to you earlier? I have to watch my coffee habit. I love my coffee. I love it. I'm addicted to it. I drink it every day. But I was literally telling him earlier, I feel like I can't raise my hand to buy a bag of coffee that costs $15. Like, coffee is a luxury now.
Okay, if you're an American, our gas price on the island is about $6 a gallon. Okay, Canadian. Ugh, this place, man. 51st, Donnie, take me. And my wife, take us both. I'll save a spot for you. I'll be the one on the door this time. Okay, you can be like.
Okay, look, I think the First and the Second Amendment would be nice to have. This is my sentiment right here.
That's it.
Canadian or American, like, I feel like we're brothers and sisters. Like, we're so close culturally, geographically, etc. I don't understand the anti-American sentiment. I don't understand the people who are like, I'm not American, I'm Canadian. Like, if we were all just like one people and we had those,
we are one people.
We're one
colder,
people.
They're warmer, and we're less free. It's that simple.
The free part.
Yeah, we're less free.
The free part. We're less free. But when I say that, people are so mad. They're like, oh, you're anti-Canadian. Just go to the States if you hate it here so much. But I just want the freedom that they have. They have the First Amendment right. Like, obviously, it's way more free than what we have as free speech here. Like, the government can still come and take it away if they deem you, what, dangerous or something like that.
Or close your bank account as if you're worthless. What am I going to transact in cash now? Which, like, the friggin' commie is trying to ban everywhere. Take me over. I know it's not going to happen, but
they're inviting us to Ohio.
Take me. And my wife take us all. We're coming.
Wait, someone else wants to be taken.
Okay, it'll be a convoy.
Energy Freak wants to be taken.
Like 2022.
Dame Nation.
Yeah, we're gonna do a convoy.
Yay, Cat is live. I thank you. I'm live. I want to be live more often. And
it's going to be more often. Also, Kat was telling me, for you guys who are members and new members, there will be exclusive members only live streams coming up, which are pretty sweet too. It's going to be off the cuff because YouTube and censorship is not going to be an issue. Maybe that's also where you guys can come up on stream too. So that's going to be really fun, but that's members only stuff because YouTube will censor everything. Members only, though. That's where we can
chat on stream. That would be so much fun, actually, instead of just like me reading your comments on the air. That's fun. So thank you, Dame Nation, for being a member, and for thank you for being in the chat. Appreciate your comments. Jen AMB, but hey, why drive 80% of our exports south across longest unguarded border in the world when we can sail it across the most dangerous ocean on earth instead? What could possibly go wrong with that plan?
To a slave labor economy. Makes sense.
Right? Elbows up for the slave labor.
Only a genius could have concocted this plan. Vote liberal.
I think I need some Botox. My face is showing its. I tell no lies. I have lost 50 pounds on the 10-year liberal diet. I can't afford to be fat. I don't understand how anyone can afford to be overweight in Canada in 2026. Grind family, you stole the thoughts right out of my head sometimes, because sometimes I see the people that are out there that are like 3 times the size of me, and I wonder, how do you afford to be that way? Like, I feel like I can't afford coffee. I feel like I have to watch the kind of protein I buy for it to stay affordable in the food budget. Like, I would eat steak every day if I could. I can't, because it's
Somebody
Carney's.
in the chat, we're not there yet, but Johnny, I got to give you credit. It's called the elbows plan. Yes, that's a rock star comment, Johnny. We'll get to you. Don't worry.
The Americans asked the Canadians to join them instead of England, but they said no. No. Okay. If I was asked, I would. If
we're gone, I really. There's no look. We'll deal with like.
Tell me if you wouldn't join if you were offered like 100 grand.
Don't even look. Offer this protection from the Canadian government. Anything. They're gonna come after you. Whatever you got going on in Canada, they got protection. They're saying they're not touching you no more. Okay, but we're gonna take you, your whole family, and we're gonna give you an opportunity of a lifetime. You're telling me you're not moving tomorrow. Or they say this, or you stay where you live, but just help us.
Hey, there's a chair right there.
I can't do the chair.
You could be right beside
But it's
me.
your stream. Okay, I'll get out of your hair.
No.
Okay, fine. I'll chill.
Just chill for a minute.
Chilling. It brings me
Just
back
for
to
a
my
minute.
YouTube days. Okay.
You could run this because I'm.
They're all leaving. We're all leaving. You think we're gonna stay here? Like, yeah, okay, let's stay here. It's like $5 to get a tall can of Pepsi at a gas station. Yeah, I'm staying.
Oh, look, Dame Nation is in the process of something.
That's a Rumble thing. Isn't that a Rumble thing?
Cat,
This stupid.
She needs to get money bomb. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I think that was a Rumble thing.
Kat, I'm in the process of moving at the moment, but I still want to be mod. Oh, so you want to be a moderator? Okay. So what I'm learning is that like when this gets bigger, and we definitely need a moderator, Dame Nation, you're on the call. You've been knighted as mod when it's time. I'm Canadian American. I still have relatives in Canada, so I want the country to do well. I understand why you're frustrated with Canadian politics. It is better here in America. I get why Alberta wants to be independent. Common sense right there. But yet I'm hated so much. I get so much flack from like the center.
Common sense is not common.
It's not. It's honestly not.
The elbows plan.
The elbozos.
The elbozos. Oh, sorry. That's even better than I thought. Okay, I thought it was an elbows up play and an Atkins plan on bigger. Okay, anyway, the joke's gone, but okay, that's even funnier, Johnny. Yes. Okay, sorry.
Unhealthy foods. We can only afford unhealthy foods.
Look, we have another one joining the convoy. Yes, we're leaving the country. Yes. America.
We got a great big convoy headed to the USA.
We're going. Lakeside Properties for you guys. 100 Cup. What? We're done. It's over. Okay, babe, we're leaving. Don't tell the kids.
No,
I'm kidding. They're watching. Okay, I'm joking. We're not leaving, guys. Don't worry about it.
I can't leave.
Not
got
yet.
Mom, got sis. Can't leave. Not yet.
Not yet.
Got a long time before. We
moving
got a fight and we got family.
Well, look, she's moving to Florida.
Dark Lady Mika, you're planning to move. That's like the best state ever. If
Good for you.
if I had a choice of where I was moving, if I could move to the States, it would be Florida or Texas. What was that place that you said we would probably?
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. It's on the ocean. It's on the ocean. David wants to be a mod too. Okay, so we've got Dame Nation and Dave on the list. When the chat gets big enough and people start getting a little too rowdy, you guys are going to be on the mod team. Jen AMB, I think Donald J. Trump screwed up pretty bad in Davos. That was not a good Trump hair. But transparently coding USA as hegemony to diss in next haulover was next level.
The guy never stopped. It's disgusting. He never stopped. It's like, have you guys noticed who's in charge of their comms team on Twitter? Like, who is this guy? It's some faceless magician, a legend. We're never going to see him or her. We don't even know. It could be anyone. It's the thing. It's like Satoshi for Bitcoin. We're just never going to know, but he's there or was. I don't know.
I trust that the Bitcoin reference is accurate. I'm a complete dunce.
He's an anonymous guy. I'm just saying their comms guy is a friggin' legend and we don't know. He, like quotes gladiator movie clips. Okay, the movie Gladiator. Like,
Did he really do that?
yes, 3 days before he went and took
Damn.
President Maduro. Okay, the White House does some gladiator scene, strength and honor. Okay, and it's like, stand with me, we're going to hell. 3 days later, he takes the president out and gives a like crazy weapon that makes people shake and bleed from their ears. Like, what's going on with this guy?
Your Google brain retains so
No.
much more information, and
Oh.
you make me feel inadequate.
It's because it was a very manly war show that I wanted to know about. I stand with Alberta too. But come on, that was their comms guy is out of control.
Their account is amazing. Their comms team is stellar. Barry James, YouTube member, thank you for being one. We all understand why they want to leave, just had to see Canada crack up.
That'd be nice.
God forgive me for
I'm Texas.
You're Texas?
When
but
kiddos
not,
are old and have families of their own.
But not Florida?
Oh, Florida's a vacation spot. Texas is where you want to live.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
We'll debate it.
And as a good submissive wife, I submit.
No, we'll debate it. We're gonna have palm trees one way or another.
I'll offer my opinion, but in the end, I defer to you. We're a Christian household here.
So Miami and Corpus Christi, one of them has.
Miami, isn't it like a dirty party city?
Every city's dirty party city.
Isn't?
Yeah, it's modern times. It's disgusting.
All right, moving on. That's the topic for I don't know how many years ahead, a decade and a half maybe. You're from Montreal and live in the wokest city. Yeah, the left can't meme. Even worth the dogs. The left can't meme. It's so true. They take themselves so seriously. They can't laugh at themselves. They can't accept facts. All they can do is yell and swear and scream when they come across a fact or an opinion that they don't like. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. That's why we laugh at them. My goodness, that's why we laugh at them. Okay, I'm going to try to get back to the last comment here. Okay, Grime Family says it's Florida for you. Guys, sorry if I miss any of the chats. You're so fast, like I can't even keep up. So thank you for that. Okay, we're Florida for you, says the Grime Family, YouTube member. I'm moving to Alberta. Let's hope for a separation. Dame Nation says, YouTube member, thank you for being one. You're tired of the winters, so beaches and freedom, says Dark Lady Micah. Hopefully, forgive me if I'm butchering your name. I would love it if I could have summer more often than freaking winter. Yes. Who wants to be frozen? Okay, I already read that. You're from Montreal in the woke city. Being in a woke city sucks. Okay, let me get this out of my face. My husband set up my microphone in a way that wasn't like too intrusive for you guys. I have to reposition it there. The left can't meme. I already read that. Sorry about it. My daughter lives in Texas. Cool. Good for her. She's in a she's in the state of freedom, and we're in state of aligning with communism. I don't know why you say ugh to Texas. I would love to be in Texas. Texas is your second, says the Grime Family. Yeah, well, I mean, if the decision ever does come down to it, like my Google husband knows better. So I'm okay with Texas if that's where we end up and we vacation in Florida. No problem. Sign me up. I'm happy with that. I hate the cold. Truth is you want to leave. I got a child still at home. I mean, I get it. Yeah. There's some of us can't leave even though we want to, and that's okay. But there's a time and a place for everything. Uh-oh. Nicholas says, uh-oh, not sure what you're saying uh-oh to. For me, Arizona, it's beautiful. I love the dry heat. Well, yeah, Arizona, isn't that where the Grand Canyon is? Yeah.
Arizona's gorgeous.
Yeah. Arizona. That's another place.
Nevada too.
Nevada, Arizona. Where's Vegas?
Nevada. Basically, I love the desert.
You love the desert. Oh. Bernie Moore, Jen AMB. Trump told the Davos idiots that they should have been told 20 years ago, and this canhole is a globalist thieving banker that has done nothing but destroy countries. He destroyed the UK, if you're referring to Carney. Now he's destroying Canada. I don't have female friends in Montreal for a good reason. Because they're all liberal. Is that why? I'll be your friend. I'll be your friend, Dark Lady. DM me. Follow me on X so that I can know who you are. We can be friends. I don't have many friends here either. Like I have my bestie, but I hardly ever see her. It's so hard to come by a good bestie. Sorry, everyone. Don't mean to interrupt your stream. Just happy for her. I don't think you're interrupting. I think they're happy to chat with both of us. You should just come on more often, actually. That's husband, by the way. Just think Canada becomes the 51st state. Our money worth more. No more first degree at the border. And move anywhere in North America whenever you want. Well, I know some people who enjoy that privilege currently. It's not us regular Canadians, but it would be nice to just like move freely about. Like that bonus, that perk right there would be worth it, just in my opinion. But yeah, if Alberta leaves, Canada is probably unrecoverable with the way Toronto is, says Nicholas Tech. I mean, Alberta funds all of Canada. That's why they want to leave so bad, because they're being so used and abused by Ottawa and the rest of the country. The Wokies replied to our conversation, Kat. Did they? Okay, Matt. Can you send me that link in my DMs? I can't click it on the link. I don't want to bore everyone by trying to like slow down and try to pull up like a screen share here, because that'll just be a time consuming. But if you can send me that, I do want to see it. So send me that in my DMs and I'll check it out for sure. Thank you. It's going to boil down to an offer. Carney is not the great negotiator. Obviously, the guy is like, when he went to meet with Trump, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna call you like such a great president, and but when I'm away from you, I'm gonna trash talk you like a high school mean girl," which is pathetic in and of itself. He's the great middle fingered elbows up to Gator. He has actually made himself more dangerous than Trudeau. Well, remember when we were all like seething that Trudeau's in power and we're like, he's just so awful, can't stand him, can't wait for this guy to be gone. When Carney became PM, some of us were like, in a weird and twisted, like, what's that, Stockholm syndrome way, I miss Trudeau, because the guy was doing less damage than this guy is doing currently. Yeah. I agree, Kat. Get this problem. 89% of the land is owned by the federal government, which means that the entire population is on 11%. One of the reasons why Canada is so messed up. Yeah, we got a lot of problems. It's true. I'm not going to the States because I refuse to pay for that stupid passport. Okay? What passport? There will never be any such opportunity because Trump will never saddle U.S. taxpayers with that bill, which will also prevent any future Republican POTUS. Not happening ever. It was a joke. Well, of course. You know, it's okay. We can joke about it still, right?
Like Martin Luther King said, I have a dream.
I have a dream. I have a dream. What steps are required for a province to leave the Dominion? You know, there's like a bunch of accounts on X who for the Alberta separation movement. I think it's like Independent Alberta or Alberta Freedom or something like that. Also, Marty up north, like I know he's really involved in that movement. You guys should go follow all of them on there, and there would be a lot more information there that I could offer because I'm not in Alberta. But I understand their efforts to want to separate, because good grief, have they ever been abused by Ottawa? The Canadian passport. Okay. Dystopian future where Trudeau is better, but it's real. James, like, I hate to admit this, but there was literally parts of us, some of us were saying like, I almost am at the place where I miss Trudeau, because what we thought was bad under him is like many times by multiple factors worse than what Carney's doing to us. I mean, Carney is worse than Trudeau is what I meant. Sorry, stumbling over my words here. Okay, so you sent me the link. You also reported to X. Okay. You live in Austria, which is EU territory, and they withheld it. The reason why I always do that is to give them a taste. Yeah, it's always satisfying to be able to give them a taste, hey? You're stuck in Ontario? My condolences. I'm stuck on Vancouver Island. It's pretty woke over here too. Like, where aren't we stuck when we're in Canada? Where aren't we stuck? Corey Morgan wrote a book on separation. Okay. Of their own medicine. A taste of their own medicine. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, just checking the Coke.
Oh. Okay. Oh, thank you for making thank you for making space for me to handle kids when they come down and chat. It's not always easy. They're still very young, but kudos for them for being so patient with me for this live stream because this is just it's just too much fun. It's too much fun to hang out. We've been going for 2 hours though, guys. 2 hours. It's not a record yet, but it's a time. It's some time. Yeah, probably the last 10 minutes here because I'm running out of steam and out of juice. Your biggest problem with Canada is how in 2019 Chinese spies infiltrated the viral lab in Winnipeg and sent Ebola and other deadly biological material to the Wuhan lab and now in business with China. Hey, stop making so much common sense. Like that biggest problem of yours is just total hate speech and you're just a total hater and you're, a bigot for saying some facts. Nicholas, like, come on. Don't you know? We don't talk about facts. Facts are looked down upon, frowned upon here in Canada by the Liberals. And if you say anything, they'll just smear you and label you. That's why Carney was sent in. He's the closer. Carney is the closer. That sounds really scary when you label him.
No.
What?
When a good salesman meets a bad salesman, that ain't the closer. Okay, that's the guy who's been doing it so long. He's backed off. He lost the dog.
You gotta get that face on screen.
Okay.
That face is gonna be on screen
Carney
when you
lost
say
it
that.
in him. Okay, he might have been a closer back in the day. Look, you're not stupid.
I think they were being sarcastic, though, to be honest.
No, I think he was a closer at one point. The guy has risen to be a career that's exceptional. Despite being 5'5", his ego's huge.
Is he 5'5"?
I don't know, but he's a tiny man.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you, actually, because I met him in person once. That one time when I was chasing Freeland in Nanaimo and was like, hey, you were so nice on the plane. Why don't you want to chat now, Christia? Like, your MPs are basically smearing me online and lying about me. What the heck? She wasn't so friendly then. I met Carney. He was there. He was at the Liberal convention or retreat or whatever the heck.
Well, you can't be a stupid man and
he
become
was shorter than me.
I know. He's disturbing. Hey, look, I'm not going to do the joke, but it's a cliche joke. Totally lost track.
You missed an hour, Matt. That's okay. We'll be here and there will be members only live streams. So when the members only live streams are on, like I'll notify way in advance and there'll be, a lot of opportunity to just hang out. You can even come on stream and we can chat. Honestly, that'll be so much fun. He looks like he had a stroke.
A little bit.
Come on. No, that's mean.
No, sometimes. Like
Am
Trudeau,
I too nice?
No, Trudeau looks like he had a stroke. Trudeau's like
he did destroy England's economy.
Yeah, well, that's
very dangerous. Liz Truss said it.
Well, and he did it. It's disgusting.
He did it. Yeah.
He's more of a. This is why I can't do this. I'll get too heated. I'll get too riled up.
He gets too riled up. The swear words will come out.
No, they won't come out. No. But look, I don't want a hostile invasion because it's against the law. Okay. But I wouldn't be opposed.
It's against international law.
Look, I wouldn't
we
be.
Gotta follow international
I've already
law.
asked Grok, so they're like, you can ask for separation or an invasion politely, but they're like, the second you're like, use the army to invade, I can't really ask that apparently.
So condemn it right now.
No, I'm just gonna say I've got an Airbnb open for American service members, but we're charging nothing. That's offers out there. Okay, that's my goal.
My husband's a comedian and Google. I feel like I've literally struck the jackpot here by marrying this dude. So can we just take half a second to appreciate that? My son says yes. He agrees. He agrees. Yes, being sarcastic. See, I was right. He was being sarcastic.
Yeah, okay. They get it.
They get it. Of course they get it. My chat gets it. My chat gets it. Gothic Blonde says, you're doing great, Kat. I've had my music channel up since 2024. Go check out her content. Go check out her channel. Music and art that spreads truth and freedom, always worth it in my opinion. Whether it's your style of music or not, always worth it to check it out. So go support someone who's like-minded. Fuck what? He's a little Lord Farquaad from Shrek. You're too accurate. I can't. Trudeau was smart or silver-tongued. Yeah. Farquaad from Shrek. That's right, son. My son knows. Google says he's no way. Absolutely no way. Google's wrong. I've met him. He is not taller than me. And I wasn't wearing heels, and I know. I'll look up that. Yeah. Okay, you can come. Do you want to say something? You can come on. Go on. Microphone's in front of you. No, no, no. Keep this, but say what you want. What do you want to say?
Farquaad.
Farquaad. Okay.
Farquaad.
Farquaad. Okay. Okay, honey. 9-year-old humor. He's 5'8". I'm 5'7". I felt like I was taller. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my memory serves me wrong. I don't know. Matt, okay, but I don't have to money to become a member. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, you can get gifted a membership if someone decides to gift membership. So thank you to the person who did gift memberships. Barky Mark, his face is crooked just like him. He's very crooked. Carney sold all of Canada Gold's Reserve, and now gold is at 5,000. Is that what it is? Because my husband earlier said it's like at 5,000 US per ounce, which makes it like 7,000 US Canadian or something like that. Something crazy. Trudeau was called out by Ezra Levant on Sun TV as everyone under influence of the shiny pony syndrome. And he was caught in Davos, and they caught up with him, and they're like, hey, your martial law use was deemed illegal. What do you have to say for yourself? Are you sorry? He was not sorry. He was just there with his girlfriend. Mr. Boo Earns thinks he's being the closer. It means he's the only one left at the table after lunch, and the bill is due. Mr. Boo Earns. Boo Earns. I was saying Boo Earns. Driver, take me to the greengrocers. Oh gosh, you guys get it. You don't want to be like England. We'll go to jail for posting anything. Exactly. They've jailed like 3,000 people in a year for Facebook posts for people who said we don't want people coming in here and like violating our women and girls. If a country doesn't have an army, another country will bring one in for you. Big facts right there. There's no denying that our military was in decline. FMC is one of those in a class whose career adds nothing of substance to society. Okay, FMC. I don't know what that means. Guys, forgive me if I don't know the acronyms. Farquaad. 1.75 m meters. Okay, so a meter 75 centimeters, 5.57 feet tall. That sounds more accurate to me. I was taller than him in my flat shoes. Keep that face covered. Yes. Good. Yeah, keep that face covered. That was for you, Titan, by the way. You had a chat. That was a chat for you. Haha, Farquaad. No, I know, but they were saying keep your face covered. Yeah. BS about Carney selling the gold reserve. Okay. That was done over a decade ago. Yeah, well, I mean, sure, we can dispute we can correct each other. That's okay. He's short and he's a hunchback. Yes, he is. Can you run this for me?
Yeah, he's the hunchback in Notre Dame, except he's collapsed Notre Dame and we're all dying. Okay. 4 inches. That's probably not the only thing. Okay. The money. No. I know, I'm not. I know. He's our new potato. He's a little potato, hot potato. We just want to pass him off. That's the problem. Okay, you go. Sorry.
Okay. He's our new little potato. Trudeau was the little potato. Carney's just a tater tot. Or not. He's worse.
Carney's worse than Trudeau.
He is worse.
We miss Trudeau. You know what was nice about Trudeau? He was too dumb to know his power. He was just too dumb. Carney's a little bit smarter, but like exceptionally evil. That's the problem.
I get what David means now. FMC is F Mark Carney. Okay, I get it. I didn't quite get there because I don't use the F word as like hardly at all. So I didn't quite get there, but thank you for clarifying. I know there's already those FMC flags out there too. So I know.
Thanks, Brian Puckett. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, look what he did.
Make America great again. MAGA. We got kids under 10 years old who understand what's going on. And people like Gator Gum, Rachel Gilmore, they don't know what time it is.
Laura Babcock.
Babcock. My name's Gator Gum, and I'm going to tell you about Pierre Poilievre being absolute. You're losers. Okay. Oh. Anyway, someone's getting some enjoyment. Thank you, Catherine. You rock star, and Carney's a hash brown. Not even because I enjoy hash browns in the morning. Carney's like a hemorrhoid.
Don't insult that.
Like you can't sit straight. It doesn't feel good. It's just, it's not like it's killing you, but it's not right. Okay. Babe, am I doing this on my own or no, we're all good. We got MAGA Kid here. That's going to be his new nickname, MAGA Kid.
No.
Oh, what? I'm kidding.
You're my reprieve when when I feel like I can't even say a word straight anymore after talking for 2 hours straight.
I
I
get
feel
it.
like you come in and
Well, I think we're in the last 10 minutes, right?
alleviate me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, Carney's evil. Trudeau is a ditz. That's true.
Ditz.
Yeah.
He
Well,
is
he's
a
like a
ditz.
woman. That's why Katy Perry loves him. She kissed a girl and she liked it. It's as simple as that.
Do you see? Men are so much funnier. Men are just it's objectively true. They're much more
We
funny.
do know, no, that's not true. We do know that Jen AMB, who's also been just such a rock star tonight, and reach out to us or her on X about
yes.
your offer.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
do.
one of Don John. We call him Don John. One of Don John's buildings. Awesome parenting. We know. MAGA hat. We know. I mean, he goes to a Christian
This is
school.
just to hide my face.
Yeah, I know, and it makes you superior. Okay.
What's
hold
up,
on.
Brian?
Brian,
What's
live,
up, Brian?
live fam chat's great. You know what? Look at that Titan.
I'm actually gonna grab my.
You go for it. You go for it, buddy. But hey, look, you made people proud on stream. They're like, live family chat is awesome.
I'm just gonna go grab my spirit hat.
Imagine an 8-year-old child knows this, and Rachel Gilmore doesn't. And people listen to her. It's Bubble Pop, and today on Bubble Pop.
Like, guys,
Idiot.
Musk is a Nazi, and like Pierre Poilievre is a foreign psyop, and just like, Kat, I hope for your sake you get picked for making fun of me. Yes, I did get picked. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Even her boyfriend's
In the
boyfriend
best
is
way.
annoyed. Okay. Dang. Best platform to subscribe to is all of them. Hate to say it, but it's X and YouTube. It's not for me to say, sorry. But it's both, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's both.
obviously.
Yeah.
Because, well, you get the same in both places. I do the same thing on both places.
Well, one is more live stream oriented, like this,
Mhm.
YouTube.
Yeah.
X has this feature, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
And then X is more like, oh look, Carney's stupid, and we noticed again all day. And yeah, mysterious Mega decided to take his hat off. He made his point. His
Hey.
ego's not huge.
Listen, son, you could do this hat. Do this hat for me next. You're
Make
off- you're
Canada
off-
great again.
we'll just-
So
we'll do this.
Brian has been an absolute rock star. Again, acknowledge this. I mean, this
Obviously.
is incredible. Like honestly, Brian, absolute rock star.
Brian, and can you go back to starred so I can see? So like
Yes.
Brian.
Okay, we're gonna go through all these in the last half of the chat. How
yeah,
do we do that?
let's do that.
Okay, David, 5 memberships. Okay, absolute rock star move. 5 people now have the members only live streams that are going to come, these quirky little videos, behind the scenes stuff. I happen to get gifted one for some reason, didn't need one. So in turn, I gave 5 more memberships to other people. So you guys,
rock star.
we're all rock stars. That's the beautiful thing. So now there's 10 members. Okay, new members. Jen AMB, what an absolute diamond. Okay, lovely family. God bless you all. What an absolute patriot.
God bless you too, Jen AMB.
David,
Honestly,
awesome. And then just to raise him a penny, like that psycho.
I
from-
love the
like you know,
guys,
he's that guy on The Price is Right. 1,301 penny. Okay, you're that guy on The Price is Right, but we love every
you
second
win.
of it.
You win.
You win. You got it on that one. But no, thank you both.
Yeah.
Brian again. Okay, $49.99. Thank you. And Kat, you do deserve this, babe. And then David, Rockstar Chronic, or quoting the book. Okay, you should read this, babe.
I did. So the Second Chronicles 7:14. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. This is a call from God to everyone listening. This is what we must do.
Absolute incredible.
Don't
Okay,
you love
absolutely
it?
incredible. I
God's
do.
word being spread by the rock
It's
stars.
the way, by the rock stars themselves.
the
And
only
then
way.
Brian loves fam chat. He loves Mysterious Mega. We're gonna call him Mysterious. We're gonna come up with a nickname.
Eminem.
Oh,
Mysterious Mega.
ooh. Yeah, he's Eminem.
Double M Eminem.
Okay, sweet. But this is probably the last few minutes. As in we're gonna go. So say whatever you want to my beautiful wife. And I'm sorry for interjecting myself on this live
Oh,
stream so
no.
much.
I love when you come.
We are a Russian plant. we are.
That's it. We're being
no,
monitored.
we're-
Cease is in the chat. Cease is in the chat.
we're Russian. friends, and we're being paid. That's why the liberal
Diane.
government. That's why the liberal government.
Diane caught it.
Yeah, the liberal government got sued for calling her
Right.
Russian.
Yeah. A liberal MP got sued.
Oh,
And the 8-year-old in the chat says, "How about this? Read the Bible after this live stream." Okay, you know what? This house is too.
This is the super chat right here.
This is too based.
This is way too big. Thank you, son.
No,
Thank you,
energy
Eminem.
freak. No. Thanks for the stream, babe. 7:14. That's the day I got divorced. Okay, that's not nice. Awesome stream though. So let's rock and roll. And maybe, babe, let's end it like on that. Unless you want to say a special thanks to something.
Yes, I'm gonna shamelessly self-plug.
Yeah, do it.
And do all the things.
Rock and roll.
Is that all right? And then I'll
What do
cut
you mean?
it.
Is it all right? Yeah, you should do that. Blessings to all. Look at them. What a great live stream, guys. By the way, it's you guys who keep this thing going. Without
Truly.
it, no, really, because without it, what are we gonna do? Sit here and just talk? We got paper airplanes. Like, what are we gonna do? No, you guys keep this rocking and rolling. It's the comments. Every time there's a live stream, okay, Titan. Every time there's a live stream, have to keep commenting. We want to talk to you guys. That's the point of a live stream, not for us to rant. If we just wanted to rant for an hour, why don't we just make a video?
I can't rant at people.
Well, this is stupid.
I can't
we're
monologue
here,
at
yeah, we're
people.
here to talk to these people. And
Yeah.
this white, I mean, can I be whiter in this light? Look at us. What the heck?
You're
Okay,
pink, honey.
I
You're
know. I'm
pink.
see-through. I'm see-through.
That's the joke. Everyone in the chat, thank you for all your comments. Let me just reposition this so I'm not being awkward. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all your words of encouragement, of support. Thank you to every YouTube member who signed up on the last live stream. And thank you to David who sent out members during this live stream. Thank you to all the people who send in the super chats who we're calling as the official sponsors of the live stream. You guys are rock stars. Thank you, Energy Freak. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Appreciate you guys. If you don't already, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button, repost the stream. And if you're on X, subscribe to me on X if you're able. Priority interactions and comment and DMs from me if you're a subscriber. Also bonus content, behind the scenes, goofy stuff. Same stuff for the YouTube member. Videos are to express points. Live stream is for talking and
This
fun.
is where the community
Absolutely.
is. Yes, this
This
is where
is-
it's at.
This is where it's happening.
do origami.
And look at that. Right at the
Right
at the
at the
buzzer.
end.
Hold on. A buzzer beater.
Buzzer
You got a
beater
buzzer
member.
beater?
I love it.
It's not even March yet. Not even March Madness. So Gen Z, Gen X, whatever, we got you. Oh my God. And one more member for the members only live streams that are coming up. They're going to be more fun. Not more fun, but
More
a little
intimate.
bit more intimate. Yeah, I don't like that word for people I don't know, but sure. More intimate. We're going to be very intimate.
Get intimate with the word intimate.
Okay, fine.
Because that's what members are. We're a bit more of an intimate, smaller community
True.
among
And
the larger cool base community who is
and
just hanging out with us.
Mysterious Mega. That's your Eminem. So it's Eminem, the beautiful Katrina, Cat Canada, and then myself who keeps bothering her. What an epic live stream, guys. You guys are truly amazing. Been following you on X, babe. You guys you're awesome. Catherine says you'll definitely follow you here. Amazing, intimate. I know, eyeball.
I know you didn't like the word too.
Intimate.
I'm sorry. I'm
I know
sorry.
it's weird.
I'm sorry. I made an awkward. I said an awkward word.
Members
Okay.
are going to get individual live streams.
Yeah, be prepared to get intimate members only. Sorry, but
where
that's
you
the
can
word I'm
talk,
gonna
like
use.
come up on live.
Yeah,
Be a part of it. That's
can
the
chat.
whole.
I love
that's
it.
The whole kick caboodle.
It's the Canada family stream.
Okay, so Donald, if you're listening, Airbnb, $0 forever for any American service member. That's all I will say. Take me, but I have a package that includes 3 other humans. Okay.
Thank you for taking over.
Take me.
Thank you for your energy for the end of it, babe. I just I needed that bit of a boost bit of support from hubby right there.
You can become a member by clicking one of the links down on YouTube directly. I don't know. I'm not looking at your angle. There's a super chat, member, whatever, like,
Yeah.
share. I mean, that's all down there. Canada First pre 2015. Yes. Otherwise, America First, and it's only a matter of time before our country is decimated. Yodels.
Thanks,
Okay.
Marks Carney.
Wait.
Okay, last word to you, buddy.
Don't forget to read Many Weapons of Mass Destruction book. It's the best.
Many weapons of mass destruction.
Paper
also
weapons
don't
for
forget-
children.
Don't also forget to read the Bible.
The
That's
Bible.
yes,
Read your scripture,
critical.
people. Read your
So
scripture.
based.
So based. What a
Damn,
perfect thing to end the
we're
live stream
so
on.
good.
Okay,
And-
don't toot our own horn.
No,
Don't
that's
toot our own horn.
based.
Okay, that's based.
That's based.
Yeah, that's based.
Okay, good for you, T. Okay, yeah, your
You're a
initials for your
T.
name.
You're a T, buddy.
Okay, yeah, you guys, what a great kid. Amen.
Amen.
There, yeah. What? How? Yeah,
We did so good.
yeah. I know we did.
I
Don't toot
love
her.
you.
Don't toot her own
I
horn,
love
babe.
you.
I can't kiss the
No,
one.
come
You're tooting your own
on.
horn. Okay, bye everyone. Have a great night, and we're gonna
See
see
you
you
in the
next
next
time.
one.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.